be doing that is going to be Joey Adams. Joey's a junior. Also listed as a wide receiver offensively for the Durant Ball Club, and he will line it up at the 40-yard line to get that done. And again, he'll kick right to left, and the Ardmore Tigers are going to get their part done. They'll have a couple of different deep guys tonight, depending upon who they send down there first. Tonight, they're going to start out with the Jermaine Stubblefield, a pretty quick little guy, and he'll be inside his 10 to receive the kick, and he'll be the lone back there this evening as the Ardmore Tigers get prepared to return the second-hand sports kickoff. Home of the Ardmore Tigers, Noble Stadium tonight. Beautiful place to watch football. Great evening for football. And we are about to, by golly, get under the way. And how many times have I said that now in the last 4 minutes?
At least 5 or 6. I want to congratulate your salespeople. They have been busy. You've got some sponsors.
Just wish we'd keep up with all of them, don't you?
Well, you're doing a pretty good job.
Okay,
man.
Thank you so much. Here we go as they finally get it done here tonight. And on the way with the boot is Joey Adams. He'll kick it right to left.
Here is Ardmore the ball first and try to play good defense, get good field position, and try to get momentum their way early.
Jiminez from the gun with a lone back beside him. Will take the snap and give it off to Jimmy Colbert, right side. Breaks through the hole at the 40, 35, 40, 45. He's at midfield to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers!
Well, Jimmy Colbert, we called him a possession back last week, but he's got some wheels too, and he can go when he gets outside and gets some daylight. It just outran everybody after he turned the corner.
Jimmy Colbert, no, I don't even think anybody touched him at the line of scrimmage. He breaks into the secondary, and once he gets there, it's going to be hard to catch that young man. He goes the distance there. Real quickly, we still have 11:49 to play in the first quarter.
So much for that defensive philosophy, huh, Brandon?
11 seconds of toughness.
The tone was set, I'm afraid. It's not how they wanted it set. Great blocks by Brian Booker and Keith Todd. Booker had the initial one. Todd killed the linebacker out, and from then, it's a foot race. And it wasn't much fun.
Let's see here, as a snap is going to be set down, and that's going to be up, and it'll get through the uprights there. And a nice job by Kelby Price. The holder that time, Austin Williams. So with 11:49 to go in the first quarter, just underway, the Tigers lead it 7-0. You're listening to Tiger Football on Kick'em Country.
Alana County.
Back to Noble Stadium, 7-0 already. 11:49 to go in the first quarter, and Brandon Martin has our Easy Shop, the Easy Shop scoring drive, brought to you by Brandon Martin in just a few short words.
Thank you, Mike. One play, 66 yards. Only took 11 seconds. Jimmy Colbert covered the entire distance.
Here's the kick. That's Kelby Price getting a foot into it. Oh, it's on the ground down there. The Durant line's going to cover it at the 22-yard line. And tough going right there as they didn't get it. Damn, am I hanging you up there? Is that this is like sardines in here. That's Matt Smith on the recovery there of the loose ball. So the Lions will have it right at the 22, let's call it. 1st and 10 there as the Lions prepare their first snap of the ball game.
Jermaine Stubblefield downfield of special teams for the Tigers. We've seen him in action as a tailback, one of the more exciting running backs for the Tigers. We're doing a nice job on special teams.
Well, we've got Ryan Reynolds in at quarterback there as they break the huddle. Ryan will set them down, and the I-back set, wide out both sides. He'll hand it off to the first man through. The big fullback is Barret Shirey, and he's going to get a couple of yards. Going to be stopped in there. That's going to be big Brian Booker, one of the tacklers. Ellis put the whack on him. I just saw the flying Cardinal there. I didn't see anything else. I-backs behind him again as he sets him down. That's Ryan Reynolds again. Smith has got a bit of a injury tonight in setting out the ball game, the regular starting quarterback for the Lions. That carry's going to be right up the middle and for naught. That's Demetrius Brown now. He changed his name sometime between last year and this year from Sean to Demetrius. So, and some of the, I understand some of the Durant media is still calling him Sean, and he didn't like it. I don't know how that's going, but we'll find out more about that later on. 3rd down, 6 to go. 22, 23-yard line, let's call it. How about we call it the 26, Mike, where it is, okay? I-backs behind him. Once again, the number 1 on his chest, Ryan Reynolds, number 1 in his mom's heart, too. Behind, up, he'll just roll out there. Going to be sacked up and back way deep there. Marquise Booker putting the stop on him and taking him back a couple of spins inside the 15 now. Goodness gracious. About a 14-yard loss on the play. Is that right? Yeah. Well, they're going to spot it right at the 15. So not so bad. 4th down now and, well, quite a ways to go. About 17 yards to go for the first down. Could be tough tonight. And the punt is up and good. 4th down and 17 inside his own 10-yard line. Could have hit about the 40 and take a bounce right there sideways. Durant will down the football. And the person stopping the ball, Ryan Robinson, will keep it at the 40, just inside the 40. The Tigers again with, well, this time fantastic field position.
Well, that field position has flip-flopped now as Durant was trying to pin the Tigers back deep, and that's why they decided to kick to start the ball game. Of course, Ardmore scores on one play, and also now they've got the field position down on the Durant end as they start this possession at the Durant 40.
Dante Miller wide to the right this time. The big one, Jermaine Gresham, sets wide out to the left. With the lone back there behind Jiminez, or beside him now, is Jiminez from the gun. First down 10 inside the 40. Jiminez just looks straight out. This time going to be caught by Dante Miller. No deception on that play as he just looks right at him right out of the snap. Dante catches it on. Second.
Five touchdown passes, a lot of composure. He just stepped back that time and drilled Dante Miller. Just a nice cornerback pretty well.
Jiminez changed. Talk to everybody. He says Gresham outside wide left. To the right. He's going to hand it off. A little counterplay back to the 30, 25 inside the 20 there. He'll be down just inside the will. They'll spot it right at the yard line. Of effort there for the Lions. Going to be number 8. I don't have him on that roster, fellas. How did he get in there? Oh, that's Jeremy Brooks. He's the backup cornerback for the Durant Lions. Already in the ballgame. 9-12 to play. Tigers lead at 7-0. First down 10. Just at the 20-yard line in Lion territory. The Ardmore Tigers, Jiminez, setting him down in the I set this time. He'll be up under center. Gresham in the slot to the left. Dante Miller past him, wide out to the left. They'll give it to Colbert with the lead blocker right there. Nice job by Colbert picking up after the block. He's going to get about 3 yards on the carry, bring up 2nd down and 7. Colbert behind. A bit of 2nd down again, 7.
Really firing off again this week up front. You can't have success without a good. Have found one there. Tommy Grant, Stu Hoffman, Cruz, Tyler Parrish, Ryan Booker doing a nice job.
From the gun this time, Colbert beside him with trips out to the right. One wide receiver left, and that's going to be Booker, the tight end, as they flex him out there. Throw the ball to him, and it's behind him. He can't get back there to get it. Just out of reach. Got 3rd down now and about 7 to go.
Well, he missed the pass play, threw it behind the intended receiver, but he also didn't throw it to the defensive back there, who was in pretty good position. And so Lionel, if he's going to make an error, he's going to make it on the safe side, and that's what he did that time, just threw it into the turf.
Mike, we used to joke about the Ardmore Tigers making their quarterback run a half mile every game to get the play. They're doing signals this week. It's the first time we've seen that.
Jiminez stays out there. Quick pitch to the right. Jimmy Colbert from the gun, and he's going to be hit about the line of scrimmage, so the Tigers not making much headway right there. Nice job on the play again defensively for Durant, and that's Hunt Casey. And doing a good job coming up there defending. Bring up a 4th down at about 5.5, 6 to go here. So give him about 1.5 yards on the carry. But that brings up a question. Not for long, though. Jiminez getting in a play here. So,
well, Jermaine Stubblefield in too, Mike, at tailback, and Jimmy Colbert going to take a break. So the kind of the jet back, the speedy back in now.
They'll set 2 out wide to the right. Gresham way out past Booker here in the slot. and he looks that way. Now I throw it back to the other side. Touchdown, Tigers, as he strikes him right across the middle. Nothing for Dante Miller, as everybody's looking at the big guys on the left side of the field. So 4th down and 5 turns into the Tigers' second touchdown, and that will make it 13-0 with 7:29 remaining here in the first quarter of play.
Dante Miller just got inside position on that well-run route, well delivered by Lionel Jiminez. Jeremy Brooks actually took the outside fake, get the shoulder fake to the corner, ducked it back inside. Perfect pass, caught him right in stride.
Austin Williams to hold here. Kelby Price, the kicker. The snap's good. The kick is up, and it is good. It is 14-0 with 7:29 to go in the first quarter. It's the Tigers 14, the Durant Lions nothing on Kick'em Country.
Have you heard about
for the ensuing second-hand sports kickoff? But first, let's take a look at the scoring drive. The scoring drive brought to you tonight in part and mostly by the Easy Shop.
5 plays. It only took 2 minutes, 29 seconds to cover the 40 yards. This time on 4th down and 5 from the 15. Jimenez connected with Dante Miller for the touchdown. 14-0 Tigers. Back to you, Mike.
Colby Price gets it high in the air, and it's going to come to the up back here, and that's going to be Smith, and he'll take it to the right side. Matt Smith across the 30 up to the 34-yard line. Let's call it the 35. Good spot right there by the officials, and the Durant Lions get a little bit of a return on that particular second-hand sports kickoff, and they'll start at the 35. So pretty good field position for change for Durant here. 7:22. It's 14-0 right now. Did we say that? 14-0. You know, we said at 8 minutes it was 19-0 last week. So this is
They're ahead of the pace.
yeah, pretty quickly here. The Lions will set them down here. This time a little razzle-dazzle, and well, it's not going to razzle-dazzle anybody for me because the Tigers in there. See Kevin Andrews pushing the pile, but in there on the tackle is going to be big number 78. He is in on a lot of tackles. Andy Mendoza, the defensive guard, little fella. You know, he adds a lot to the average of the front line there. He goes about 6 foot 230. I think they're about 2 pork chops shy of what he really weighs, though. He's a big fella. 2nd down, 11 now as they stop for a yard loss. Durant takes the snap. This time it's Ryan Reynolds rolling out. He's going to throw it deep. Intercepted, is it? No, it's not. It's in and out of the hands that time. Robbie Gordon had the bead on it. You know, if Robbie catches it, he scores at any point on that part of the field.
Well, I think his own teammate obstructed his view a little bit. Andron Thompson, he went for the interception first, bounced off of him, and then Robbie had a chance at it, but just fell to the turf in front of him.
6 minutes, 39 seconds on the clock here, first quarter. Tigers lead at 14-0. Durant taking a little time to get the play in. Again, Ryan Reynolds from the gun this time. He'll just take it on the go. Oh, boom! Marquise Booker said hello. He was held up a little bit there by DeJuan Miles, and then all of a sudden Marquise brought the hammer. He get maybe what? He didn't even get a yard on that play.
You know, Mike, we talked about Jermaine Gresham being heavily watched across the state. I think Marquise Booker is going to be a guy that everybody's looking at before the season is up. He continues to play like he's played these first 2 weeks.
You get Kevin Andrews in that deal. I mean, all these guys are somebody that's going to surprise some guys. Watch them. The kick is up and away here. Joey Adams gets it away, fair caught down the field by Robbie Gordon at the 36-yard line. So the Tigers will have it there. Again, pretty good field position for the Ardmore Tigers to start what is their 3rd series. Did I tell you 6 minutes to play?
There's a penalty flag down.
How dare they? This could be the shortest game in record for the Tigers if they run the football. So, you know, we're getting out of here by 10:30.
I didn't see what the penalty was. Where's David
He's
Pope?
going to tell us right now. It's holding. David's not going to tell us. He's not talking to us. Is he boycotting the broadcast tonight? I guess so. They're going to mark it off here.
Looked like they called block in the back, Mike.
It's after the Cats. It's after the Cats. So it's going to be against the Tigers. Take them from the 36 back to about the 26, just inside. So that'll be first down, still for the Ardmore Tigers. Interference there. Jiminez is going to come from the gun this time. He'll have a couple out to the wide to the right. Among them, Jermaine Gresham will swing past him. 25-yard line. Jermaine cuts inside at the 30, and he's going to be piled up about the 31-yard line right there. Nice move by the big guy, though. He does a great job when he catches the football. He moves well.
When he falls down, he gets 5 yards. There, it didn't look like he had that much yardage, but he worked his way downfield, picks up about 6 on first down.
How many inches is 6'7"? That's a lot. Fuzzy will have to figure that out.
79.
Okay. Well, see, I forget about you. You young guys, that's exactly right. Born to be the sad guy. Second down 5. Ball at the 32-yard line. Jiminez again from the gun. Touching his temples. You're going to find out what that means. It's happening a lot. This time, quick pitch. Right side. Hole right there and across the 40-yard line is going to be busting out and busting loose with Jermaine Stubblefield. I tell you what, the Tigers have so many backs that can carry the ball like that. Jermaine, one of the quickest that they have, and he's just one of those little guys that can find the hole, keeps his head up, and runs real well when he gets the football.
Joe Adams on the tackle for Durant there, but not before the first down marker was crossed, and it'll be a first down for the Tigers as they keep this drive alive.
First and 10 at the 40.
Official timeout, looks like.
Hey, we'll take one, too. We're back after this. The Tigers lead it 14-0. 5:17 to go first quarter. Back after this on Kick'em Country.
Financing. At Toyota of Ardmore, we treat all of our customers like honored guests in our home. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. Toyota of Ardmore, 1511 West Broadway in Ardmore. We get it done.
Right back to action as Jermaine Gresham goes for 25. Then a face mask penalty gives him an extra few. At the 30-yard line now in Durant territory, Jiminez sets him down. He'll start him with the kick from the gun, throws it out to the right side. That's Brian Booker, makes him catch a 25-yard inside to the 24 there. So Brian going to pick him up about 5.5 yards on the reception there, and Jiminez pretty hot right now.
Jiminez just so composed back there in the pocket, and again, the Tiger offensive line giving him all day to look around, find the open receiver. He found Brian Booker again this week, one of his favorite targets last week over at Ada. And that was just a nice job standing in there looking off the options till he found an open receiver.
Jiminez again trips out to the left this time. The fun bunch out there, but he'll hand it off into the backfield there. Jermaine Stubblefield cuts back to the right after the inside-looking handoff. And going to pick him up a few right there. We get inside to the 22-yard line, let's call it. Let's call it third down and 2 there. The ball just outside the 20 at the 21.5, 22-yard line.
You know things are going your way when you have a somewhat busted play that still goes for positive yardage there, as the transaction, the handoff to Stubblefield was not real clean that time, but he still goes forward and pick up some yardage.
Dante Miller wide to the left. Austin Williams, also Jermaine Gresham in the slot there, trips out to the left side. Again, Jermaine Stubblefield, the lone back beside Jiminez from the gun. He's going to go to the corner looking for Booker. He's up to get the ball, catches the ball, touchdown Tigers!
Wow, what a throw between two defenders. Perfect touch by Lionel Jiminez, and again, had all day to throw the ball. Just stood back there and waited on Brian to come open, and really Brian wasn't that open. That's just a perfect throw, and nice timing for Brian to go up and catch it at its peak.
Boy, howdy, I tell you what, Brian Booker, he goes up just like Jermaine. They can throw it either side of the field this year. That's great. 20-0 at 3:46 to go in the first quarter.
One, two. Test one.
Here you go.
Mike, the kick no good to the left side.
Voice of Jason Smith.
Extra point no good to the left.
Kelby pulls them just a little bit there, and that will leave us at 20-0. 3:46 remaining first quarter, and the Tigers lead 2-0 to zipper over the Durant Lions. Back after this on Kick 'em Country. Price is going to get a toe into this one. The second-hand sports kickoff is going to come down to the arms of number 33, Matt Smith, and Matt Smith's going to come down in the arms of number 23, Bo Talley. Who else in on that tackle right there? That's going to be Cameron Swindle. That's a pretty good job by the special teams for the Ardmore Tigers. It takes the Lions back inside the 20 again. They'll start at 1st and 10. Ball right at the 16-yard line. Let's call it the 17. It's close enough to the 17 to be that. 1st and 10 there for the Lions. Ryan Reynolds will line him up. He'll start out of the gun right here. Beside him is Demetrius Brown. Brown's kind of a history guy with the Lions, his brother. I heard today anyway. There he is, right up the middle. Demetrius Brown breaking tackles, making it stick. About an 8-yard carry right there.
Durant got a good push up front. Right side that time, found some running room inside, broke it up to within a yard of the first down. Probably one of their better plays. They've had a couple of plays up the middle that have had some success, but it's been pretty tough in this first quarter for them.
Did I hang you up again?
You're going to have to quit moving around so much.
Sorry about that. I'm jittery.
Settle down.
Reynolds from the gun. This time to take it on his own. Whoop. Going to be tackled up right there. Got close to a first down, though. They may have to mark this thing. In there on the tackle, DeJuan Miles, one of the defenders for your Ardmore Tigers.
That was just a good determined run. Really not a lot of room there, but Ryan Reynolds just put his head down, kept his legs moving, fell across, picks up a big first down. As Durant just needs something good to happen here. They have taken it on the chin in this first quarter. They'd like to put something positive together, at least move the ball down to the Ardmore end.
They will have the ball again from the gun. Reynolds takes the snap. This time they'll fake it to Brent. Oh, going to be wrapped up. Brian Booker back there. And who's the other player?
Marquise Booker, Brian Booker.
DeJuan Miles also there. The Bookers both in the tackle. DeJuan back there as well, number 30. Second down and a long way to go. 15 yards at least. From now, what is the 2-yard line, 24-yard line?
Durant's trying some elaborate blocking schemes, but if you're going to pull two linemen, you better make sure that you can get down the line before the Ardmore pursuit comes in. That time it did not, and that's why they lost 15 yards.
So they go back to it. Reynolds from the gun again. Brown beside him. Here's the snap, and he'll fake it to Demetrius. Back to throw now. Step back quickly. Nice job as he hits him out in the flats there. The wide open Cameron Ballou. And Ballou going to pick up, he doesn't get enough for a first down, but picks up about 12 yards on the carry. On the reception right there, rushed out of bounds across the way. Robbie Gordon, one of the players in there for the Tigers. Also Ellis Knight.
Well executed.
Ellis.
Well executed pass by Ryan Reynolds with a perfect pass as they look like Fields laid out, Justin Fields laid out to try to pick the ball off. Didn't get there. Ball was perfectly thrown. Another positive play for Durant.
Third down at a long 5. Let's call it 6. And again from the gun. This time he'll fake it to Demetrius, take it on his own. And that hasn't been a good idea a couple of times. This time Booker in there, Brian that is. Also in there on the big hefty play is going to be Andy Mendoza for the Tigers. Andy can shake you loose pretty quick. Fourth down now for the Lions. 4th and 7. That'll bring about Joey Adams once again to kick.
And Ardmore should have good field position again as the deep back is standing about his own 37-yard line.
That man's name is Robbie Gordon, our fellow. Robbie's a speedster. If he ever gets clean field, it'll be fun to watch him. Here's the kick. Well, the punt gets away. It's a high one. High spiral. Gordon again waves the fair catch at the 40. And he will have it there. 1st and 10 for the Ardmore Tigers. Nice job. And did we ever get to that easy shop scoring drive?
No, sir.
Let's do that now.
Okay. The previous scoring drive all that time ago was 6 plays, 75 yards, and 2 minutes and 17 seconds. The final amount of yards was from Jiminez to Brian Booker, an outstanding catch in the corner of the end zone. He went up against 2 defenders, caught the ball at its feet for the touchdown. What won't be talked about, but I'll do it, was the great block by Jermaine Stubblefield that caught the weak side rush that kept Jiminez from getting sacked, and he was able to make throw to Booker.
And if we recall, they had just substituted Stubblefield, so obviously Coach Lloyd likes his blocking abilities and gave Jimmy Colbert a rest and brought in a good blocker, and he made a key critical block, and it worked out well.
Ardmore's making the athletic plays, but they're also making the real smart plays, and that's why they're up 20-0 with 2:06 left in the first quarter.
Speaking of smart, the Storts and Sudbury sideline report is with us tonight. David Polk.
Hey, I'm back down here, and it's been a good night on the field for the Ardmore Tigers. They're really, really quiet. I really was impressed there with Gordon. You know, with Stoops on the sideline down here, you could really push to try to do something special so somebody sees you, but he's playing within himself, and all 3 times he really needed to fair catch those balls and not run them, and he was smart enough to do that.
Okay, Dave, thanks. That's, again, the Storts and Sudbury sideline report tonight. Glad to have you along down there, but 2:06 remaining, 20-0. That's the score. We've got a timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here as we've talked pretty much all the way through it. It's been all Tigers tonight. Moving the football, the Lions struggling most of the evening anyway so far. I can't believe there's still 2 minutes and 6 seconds left in the first quarter. I was about to say something about the halftime show, but we're still a long way away from that. Mercer Memorial Health Center brings you the halftime show here. Glad to have them along as well. 1st and 10. Jiminez with a lone back beside him. This time Jimmy Colbert back into the ball game. He's got twins out to both sides. 4 out and ready. Here's the snap, looking across the middle of the field. That's Gresham, catches it at the 50, to the 40 at the other end, 35, and he's going to take about 3 guys with him down to the 33-yard line, 34, let's call it now, and that will be a Tiger 1st and 10. Huge play for the Tigers to the huge wide receiver, named one of the best tight ends in the country earlier on in Sports Illustrated, even though I don't believe he's ever lined up at that position.
He could, though, and Bob Stoops is here for exactly that reason. I'm sure he liked that play as he saw the big guy catch the ball in the open, right in the seam, right in the center of the defense there, and then took it tough down the field.
Nice job by Jiminez meeting him right after he clears the linebackers. I'm telling you, 1st and 10. Ball at the 34 now in Durant territory. Jiminez from the gun. Right side looking for help there and gets it done across the 30 down to the 27-yard line. Good catch by Dante Miller, the other wide receiver. You don't hear a lot about Dante. He is a 5'9", 135-pound version of Jermaine.
And nobody has been within 3 or 4 yards of Lionel Jiminez. Nobody in a white jersey, as that offensive line has just sealed it off. He's got all day to throw, and he's picking and choosing exactly what he wants.
Tommy Fitzgerald, Quentin Grant, Stu Hoffman, Kevin Andrews, and Tyler Parrish across the front line. 59 ticks now before the end of the first quarter. Tigers lead at 20-0. They hand it up the middle. Jimmy Colbert busts up across the down to the 15-yard line, and he'll have a 1st and 10 there for the Ardmore Tigers. Big play, and we've got it close to their end zone again. It's 20-0 with 50 seconds to go in the first quarter.
And again, that offensive line getting the push up front. Jimmy had 5 yards before he really got the ball as the line of scrimmage moved to the south about 5 yards prior to the handoff.
The big offensive line, just talked about them, and they prove it there, don't they? Jiminez looking for help. Little shuttle pass this time to Colbert. He gets inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He's going to be beefaloed down right there. Number 72 is Cameron Jackson, 6'1", 260-pound senior.
You mentioned already, Billy, the amount of space the offensive line is creating. The plays Ardmore's running, the little Utah shuttle pass right there, the sprint draw, the option. You absolutely have to have good offensive line play to get those plays off without a hitch, and it's just going perfectly. Everything dialed up. is just running crisply and smoothly for Ardmore right now.
And Ardmore, you wouldn't call them a big offensive line, but they are very effective up there.
Very, very technically sound.
Doing a great job, and Lionel Jiminez makes you look pretty good, too.
Yes, he does.
Jimenez gets the play in from the sideline. 2nd down and 5 now. Ball just inside the 10. They can get a first down just right at the 5-yard line. But that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. So we leave 1 quarter. It is the Ardmore Tigers 20, your Durant Lions nothing. You're listening to Tiger Football on Kick'em Country.
Come and shoot in front of them.
Welcome back here. 20-0 as we get underway here in the second quarter. About to anyway. Tigers inside the 10, about the 6-yard line. They need to get down to the 5 for a first down, so a little longer than 5 to go from there. Jimenez this time underneath center, straight eye backs behind him with Gresham wide out to the left here. They're going to fake it, now hand it off to the end around. That's not the end, Mike. That's the tailback, and that is going to be a touchdown just that quickly as they hand the ball to Keith Todd. He's a roller and oh, no, it is a tight end around. I got the wrong number on there, 88-38.
And the thing that sold that was the ball fake for Lionel Jiminez as he faked the handoff, put the ball to his side, then got the ball to Booker. Nobody saw it on defense. As Booker got to the corner, nobody there.
Touchdown, Tigers. That's better. All right, nice job by Brian Booker. I said, earlier, I said they're going to use him a lot this year, and certainly putting it forward right there. Kelby Price on to kick the PAT. Austin Williams to hold. 11:53, 26-0 now. First play from line of scrimmage, second quarter. Here's the kick. We'll have a flag on the play more than likely. It is good, so it's not going to matter. That leaves it. Oh, beg your pardon. 27-0, and we'll take a timeout. We'll be back here. The Ardmore Tigers quickly on top of the Durant Lions as we're still almost 12 minutes away from the first half being done. And we're back with this, more Tiger football on Kick'em Country. Second quarter already underway, 27-0 as we get to the second-hand sports kickoff after the touchdown by the Tigers. Here it is. Kelby Price gets the foot into it, and it is going to come down at the 20-yard line. A little bit of running room there. It's the 25-yard line, and that's going to be Brian Robinson. All right, so let's get to that easy shop scoring drive. Brandon Martin.
5 plays, 60 yards, only took 2 minutes and 13 seconds. The cat play out of the old Oklahoma Wishbone handbook, a tie first to Brian Booker, number 88. It looked like Keith Jackson roaming down the side.
It did.
Yeah, buddy.
Was within 10 yards.
The ball fake. Lionel Jiminez sold it with that fake inside, the subtle little handoff to Booker coming around the corner. Nobody saw it but those two, and me, and you.
You and me.
Mike
and me and them against the world.
Mike didn't notice it, but the rest of us did.
Twitter would have been proud.
Okay, how about we do it this way then? You guys watch and see what's going on and tell me. And we did a basketball game, didn't we? Over a cell phone, somebody telling us what was going on, remember? 27, whistles, and that won't let them snap the football.
If you do this long enough, you've tried a little bit of everything. Traveling, usually don't have many problems at home. That's different. It's good to be home.
Saturday, Durant bunch.
Send C.C. Williams in motion. Doesn't matter. They're going to hand it off to the first back through there. The dive back going to get zipped as he is stopped quickly on the play. Nice job on the defensive side of the football for the Ardmore Tigers.
Andron Thompson.
Andron is a quick linebacker for the Tigers and brings it pretty tough.
I noticed the A-da coach. I read the A-da paper this week, and he said Ardmore was a very, very good team.
Oh, double vary. They got the double vary this week.
Double varies are good.
High backs in the backfield behind Reynolds, and he'll just roll on out. Not really. He's going to cut back and reverse his field at the 20. That's well behind where the line of scrimmage was. Not a good idea against a quick team, and when they're quick and big like Andy Mendoza, it's really not a good idea. Third down and about, 12 to go.
That was a coverage sack right there.
Pounds and the wheels go with it. Third down, 12. Here's the snap again. Reynolds going to be rushed out of there by the turf back around the 11-yard line. They're going to spot it at 11 and a half. So a big whopping loss on the play will bring up fourth down and a quarter of a mile. They'll be up to the 30. Where do they need to get? 37-yard. Be a first down. So they'll spot the ball at the 12.
And Durant is a linebacker. He's 6 foot 210, a senior. Great closing speed as he chased down the speedy quarterback from behind, just ran him down.
So that's going to bring up a 4th and 22, and that'll bring here. Good spiral up. .47-yard line. Spot the football at the 49 as it didn't roll out as quick as thought. So just in Durant Field, the Tigers take over here after the punt.
And David Polk, without giving away any secrets, we talked about a different signal system for the Tiger quarterback. It's been a concern for a lot of us who've watched the Tigers in the last few years about the quarterback running all the way over to the coach every play. What's going on now?
Well, they've gone to a kind of elaborate signal system where each one of the guys on the offense, whether they're on the line or whether they're in the backfield, it doesn't matter. They've got the plays on their wrist. Your coach on those in with signals, and then they're all looking at what they need to do, and it's working really well, and they're not wearing out the quarterback like they have in the past.
All right, David, again, the sideline report's brought to you by Storton Sudbury. Dr. Storton Sudbury, Family Dentistry. Up the middle they go, and this time a quick hitter. And every time I say that, it's the same guy carrying the ball. Have you noticed that? Jermaine Stubblefield getting some good yardage right there, about 5 yards as he bumps up there quickly. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Ellis Knight in at quarterback.
Ellis.
Quick night for Jiminez.
Don't need him. 27-0.
I wondered where you were going there.
They're going to rest his arm.
He just stopped on us.
He's got his arm in ice and resting up. Ellis, this is what I do with Ellis all the time. Snapping the football, let him go. See what happens. This time goes off the left side, across the 35, up to the 30-yard line. They'll spot it at the 29. Nice job there. Ellis Knight picking up the first down on his own.
Got an assist from behind by Casey Hunt for Durant as he hit him and knocked him toward the Tiger goal line. So a little extra yardage there at the end of that run. Ellis Knight is very quick.
Yo, Ellis.
I have not seen him play quarterback.
First down and 10. Me either.
Didn't quarterback any last week.
As a matter of fact, when he got on the depth chart here, I asked, I said, Ellis? And he said, yeah, Ellis is going to be the quarterback. Cool. Great defender. Got great speed, Ellis Knight. Left side, this time quick pitch. Ooh, almost, but Stubblefield catches it from behind. He got the 20, 15, 10, 5, and he's inside the 5 before he's tacklized by Matt Smith. And then he'll stop him just shy of the 3-yard line. Let's call it 1st and goal from there.
Jermaine Stubblefield, first thing he had to do was pull that pitch. At the 5.
Here's first down. 4. We'll call it that as Ellis Knight brings him to the line. Again, Stubblefield in there at the tailback position, and Keith Todd, the sophomore at fullback, going to hand it off to Keith. No, he'll pitch it out to Stubblefield. Stubblefield trying to get the corner. He does. Touchdown, Tigers.
Pretty dramatic entry to the end zone there as Jermaine lays out, dives about 5 yards deep into the end zone. And, boy, Tigers just really making it look easy in this first half.
They certainly are, and making it harder on us, you know, because we keep having to do these kickoff things, and that's hard on the old guys. 33-0 after that. Kelby Price will come on. Austin Williams will hold as the Tigers try for the PAT here. Even though they missed one, they haven't gone for two yet. If you notice that, I think that's pretty prideful. 33, the score. As they set it down and Kelby kicks it up. It is up, and it looks good from here. It is not. It is
just a
just
little left
inside the goal post on this side for us. 33-0, that's where it's left. 8:10 to go in the first half, and the Tigers lead. You're listening to Tiger Football on 97.7 Kickham Country.
Toyota.
Back to Noble Stadium. The Ardmore Tigers up 33-0 here. And we've got the Easy Shop scoring drive coming your way. But first, let's get to the secondhand sports kickoff. Kelby Price to do the honors from the 40 right or south to north. He'll be kicking the ball. Did I tell you 33-0? I think I said it. Here's the kick. Price gets his foot into it, and it is back down to the about, 3-yard line there, and that going to be pulling it out. Man, the run is strong, the 25-yard line, and just keeps his big old legs churning like they teach you to do. And a nice job there by their deuce, Demetrius Brown.
Demetrius just took that thing south. He didn't juke around, put his head down, came right up the middle of the field. The coaches got to like that. And at this point, I'm sure the Durant coaches look at what he can find out there. And that guy, nice effort on his part.
Now, I can't remember the guy's first name, but his brother was named, his brother Brown was mid-90s. I was told this morning by the aficionado of football that he had 1,000 yards rushing for the Durant Lions. He was kind of a star in the early to mid-90s. So Demetrius, or the player formerly known as Sean, brother. So you pick up tidbits
for games like this.
He was a good back then.
Yes, he was.
That was a little pitch going left side. Not a lot of running room that time. Tiger defensive front doing a great job. Good wheels getting outside, sealing off that corner. And that was your guy again, Demetrius Brown, with the pitch, but just nowhere to go with it.
Second and 11 now. That information coming from our very own Sooners have a Bob. We got a Bob. Bob Sullins. Talked to him this morning, so. I always wanted Billy to be able to do that. You're exactly right, Bob. Yeah, 33-0. We're going to get back to some play now.
Third down and long, 3rd and 10. You know, Durant not looking to get in 3rd and long situations against a swarming defense. It's where you just try to do something fairly conservative. Don't want the turnover down on this end. Ardmore really has not gotten a turnover yet, and yet they've had no problem whatsoever scoring.
Pardon me. Ryan Reynolds from the gun this time, trips to the right side. He'll roll out that way. A little bit of rush going. Kevin Andrews all over him. So he reverses his field. He's got some open field. He gets up close to the needed yardage for a first down, but he's bumped out of bounds over there. Marquise Booker over there doing some of the bumping. Brian Booker also. So the Bookers in there.
Quite an effort, though, for Ryan Reynolds. I think he's within. Well, no, he went out of bounds.
No,
actually.
yeah, they call him out of bounds.
Wow, I thought he was.
I
thought he was just about a yard from the stride.
So it'll be, 4th and 5. So we have, once again, Robbie Gordon back deep for the Tigers. Robbie Gordon going to set inside his 35-yard line, waiting for the punt of Joey Adams. Joey gets the snap. It's clean. End over end punt. Going to hit around the 42-yard line and out of. Tigers will have it here. First down from that point in Tiger territory still. 33-0. 6:40 first half of play. Next week, the Tigers load up on the old Tiger bus and head up to Shawnee to take on the Wolves.
Things will be tough next week. That's a tough place to play. Always a great game between those two teams.
Another Brown play up there because their quarterback's last name is Brown. And
Tucker Brown.
Tucker, that's right. Thank you.
Here's a defensive stat for you, Mike. Durant has had the ball 5 times. They've had 5 possessions. Their grand total of yards amassed, -5.
That's going to leave a mark. 33-0. We're back after this time out on the field. We'll take 1-2. You're listening to Tiger Football on Kick 'em Country. Listening to Ardmore Tiger Football. Glad to have you along this year on 97.7 Kick 'em Country. 6:41 to play in the first half. Tigers are up 33-0. And just like last week, they start off, first play from line of scrimmage, touchdown. That might have been enough at that juncture. 33-0, 6:41 to go as the Tigers come back out on the field offensively here. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line in their end of the field.
Jiminez back on the field.
Got Ellis a little bit of snaps. You know, they have another quarterback, too, that Jordan Gary is a fellow that took a snap and got a touchdown last week. So you may see a little bit of Jordan tonight. Jiminez takes the snap. He hands it off deep this time. A searching, seeking Jimmy Colbert. Only going to search and seek about 2 yards on the there, but he got it done the old-fashioned way, and then he's got pounded right there. That's Hunt Casey.
I think I called him Casey Hunt earlier.
Oh, how did I do it?
He's got 2 last names.
No, you're right.
It is Hunt Casey. It really is. See, it's
well, usually
first.
I make fun of a guy with 2 first names, but 2 last names is hard to do.
Hunt Casey made a nice play. That was a good defensive.
Casey's a first name, but it is a last name. Casey at bat. Was that first name or last name?
That was a long time ago.
Okay. Mighty Casey.
Last week it was Winnie the Pooh. Now you're Casey at the bat.
Winnie the Pooh. Second now, when you have a 4-year-old, pretty much all you watch is the Tigger.
Where's the
Tigger movie?
Where is the
Timeout Tigers? We'll take another one. They're going to talk about something. 6 minutes to go, 33-0. We're on Kick 'em. A lot. I guarantee you. Dante Miller, great route, great play. A little short pattern. What is that, 54 yards? The Tigers stopped, at the 9-yard line?
Just a post, and well thrown again by Jiminez as he stood in there, waited on Dante to break across the middle, led him perfectly. In fact, Dante had to wait on it a little bit, was still open enough that he was able to bring it in and outrun the defender for some extra yardage.
Jiminez sets him down to the I-backs this time. Gresham up top, wide to the right. Dante wide to the left. They'll hand it off to the deep back. Colbert going to dig and scrap for about, 5 yards. He'll get up. They'll spot it at the 5, so he gets about 4 yards, 4.5 yards on the carry. That'll bring up 2nd down and 5 at the 5. Tigers going in to the end zone.
And boy, we said it last week, just too many weapons. Ardmore can come at you so many different ways, and Jiminez is so talented back there finding the open receiver. Offensive line doing a nice job giving him time. A good chance to work on some things, though. As we said, a few minutes ago, it's going to be a much tougher contest next week, and Ardmore gets a chance to sharpen up the offensive unit a little bit.
Jiminez sets him down offset backfield this time to the right side. That's going to be Todd Keith. Gets the carry. Touchdown, Tigers. Todd Keith, big sophomore. I like the way he runs. He's kind of like a bowling ball. Bowling pin, bowling ball all mixed together.
And Lionel Jiminez really good with the football in there. Faking the handoffs, putting it to his hip, handing it off inside with a little quick hitter inside of Todd to get him that seam right up the hash mark and an easy score again for Ardmore. And it's really almost been too easy in this first half for the Tigers.
4:52 to play in the first half. Kelby Price on to kick. Austin Williams to hold. Ball slapped offensively. The Lions, Trey McDaniel.
Ardmore really struggling in the kicking game, though. They struggled last week, and that has continued tonight as they've missed 3 extra points now. At least 3, maybe more. I've counted 3.
So that leaves it 39-0, 4:52 to go in the half, and we're back after this. You're listening to Tiger Football on Kick'em Country. Secondhand Sports Kickoff, Kelby Price. Oh, we're not going to do that. Ball falls off the tee right there. Kelby teeing it high, going to let it fly in a bit of a breeze.
You don't
here.
have a ball off the tee sponsor tonight, Mike?
Tee is brought to you by...
That breeze brought to you by...
Hey, we could give it to Shelter Insurance because you need something.
I do.
I mean,
you got that right.
You need a little something. Here's the kick, bouncer to the, 12, 13-yard line. And there by the big fella. Not a lot of yardage there. Trey McDaniel.
And Stephen Lee also on that tackle.
That's Brown. I just can't get Demetrius in my head, so I look for something short like Sean. And the next thing you know, I've got the wrong guy. Demetrius Brown on the return. 1st and 10 there for the Lions. 22-yard line. That's where they'll spot the football.
And, boy, I don't know what you say, Mike. I mean, Durant just needs positive to happen here. We've got 4:46 before the end of the first half. They just need to go on a little bit of a sustained drive. Just keep the ball away from the Tigers for a bit. Reestablish themselves a bit.
Whistle's going to blow. Flags. They don't even bother to get the flag out of the bucket over there. They have a flag on the field.
Defensive substitution is Ryan. Those are the guys you've been talking about all night.
That's going to mark. Well, those. He's trying to spot the football with the first stick. Oh, good job there defensively across and quickly Bo Talley making the tackle there as Reynolds goes down the line. Stops him just behind the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Oh, 2nd down? Beg your pardon. Forgot about the penalty. Keep me in this.
Defense. Sorry about that.
I was just going to tell Brendan thanks for coming along. 2nd down, 5. Here's the snap. Reynolds hands it off to Brown. This time he'll stumble left side. He's going to pick up enough yardage where it looks good anyway. About 4 yards. It'll be just shy of the stick. So bring up 3rd down and short for the Lions. Ball right at the 34-yard line, 33.5. And he'd get to the 34 for the first.
There's not a lot of starters in wholesale substitutions here with about 4 minutes left in the game. They're going to protect the starters next week.
A lot of guys for the Tigers out there on the field we haven't seen. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, it is.
Stephen Lee to the left here as he's trying to.
Stephen Lee.
Let's just all pick a name. How about
Chance Arnicher. Pronunciation, hopefully.
What's Chance's nickname?
Moose is taken in his family. I don't know. And Moose would be a great football name.
Pretty good girls basketball.
Yeah, that was his sister.
Yeah. Oh, one guy we got to mention. I just saw him, Ryan Fuller, out there. 6'2", 280. Kind of a little guy. 3rd down and short. Ball to 28. Oh, they're going to stop it up there, right there. Good defensive effort on the play. Big number 74, and that's J.R. Thompson. I like to call him John Ross because he grew up that. But J.R. makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage to stop them shy. The 1st down marker will bring up 4th down and short. No, they're going to measure it. If they're measuring it, they didn't mark it very well. Did I say that out loud?
I think you did. Hey, this is the first measurement for David Pope.
And they're going to be short about the...
I don't think we had a measurement last week, did we?
Yeah, we had a couple.
He did. He called it the stripe, and he was correct. Stripe of the football.
That's right.
We're at least a football behind on this one. They lost ground then.
Oh. That's almost 2 footballs.
Yes, it is.
So you're admitting you were wrong.
I said at least the length of a football.
Okay.
And it was that.
Okay. We'll give it to you anyway.
Okay.
4th down and about a yard. Or 2 footballs. How long is a football?
12 inches.
Is it?
Sort of.
You're asking a lot of questions that we don't know.
I know. I'm getting 4th down and short, let's call it.
Reminds me of someone else I once worked with. Used to ask me things on the air.
You are dirty. 39-0. And the Lions prefer to punt. No forward snap this time. Good call. Matt Smith going to get the up halfback going to get the quick snap, and he'll be up across the 40, 50-yard line. So he'll have the first down right here, and the Durant Lions have something tricky and get it done here against the Tigers. Ticks down here in the first half, 39-0. Tigers lead it, and that time Durant just coming up with the right play at the proper time.
A little surprise attack there. The Durant coaches have not thrown in the towel yet. I think that's a good call.
First and 10 at the 49.5 in Tiger territory. This may be the first snap that they've taken over there. Is it in my mind anyway?
You're exactly
I may
right.
be close. Okay. See, that's all I'm asking for. You don't have to call me Bob, but just say you're
Just agree
exactly
with
right.
everything.
Exactly. 2:48.
That's right, Bob.
First and 10. Billy will teach you how to say it on the way home. Right up the middle, and this time the big fella running the football, and that guy carries a pretty good weight with him right there. And his last name is Barret Shirey. And Barret doing a good job right there. It says he's 6'1", 225, but at a carnival, a guy would lose.
Stephen Lee, Austin Williams combining for that tackle. Durant moving the ball a little bit.
First down and 10 to go. Pitch it to Brown this time. He dances back up inside on the wide pitch. And, boy, they're punishing him as they get a chance to as he keeps the pile moving. Good job keeping his legs moving that time. And their first man in on the tackle is going to be 77 Ryan Fuller. Also in there, Wesley Boone was a big man. Second down, 4.
Here's your 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in the first half. Durant with 2 timeouts, so plenty of time to put together a little scoring drive here before the end of the half.
Second down, 4 at the 30-yard line. Again, Reynolds back deep, hands it off to Brown. Brown's going to hit about the same time as the handoff. Nice job defensively there by Chance Arnicher. Arnicher, a junior, 5'9", 155, and bringing about 200 pounds of feeling right there with it. Third down and 5.
That was a good one-on-one tackle by Arnicher. He's the only guy over there. He's got to make that, or it's going to be a much bigger play. I'd like to see those guys wrap up. You see so many guys that just bump them and hope they go down now.
The Deion Sanders School of Tackling.
Third down and 5.
I don't think even...
Deion never bumped him. Yeah. He just kind of whispered at him as they ran by him. Throw the ball across the outside there. We got a flag on the play. Intended receiver out there is Brooks. That's Jeremy Brooks.
Montre Washington, I think, going to be called for pass interference there. He came over the shoulder just about the time, just prior to the ball's arrival.
Montre. That's exactly what they're talking about, Billy, and they're going to mark it off. It'll be a first down for the Lions for sure, and the ball will be spotted inside the 15-yard line. Going to be, well, right at the 15-yard line, I thought. 16-yard line, let's call it. He took shorter steps than I thought he would. Right there.
Yes,
First
he
and 10. Did he, David, or am I just crazy?
It was a little close. Yes, it was.
High backs behind him, and Reynolds takes the snap. He'll pitch it to the deep back. That's Brown, and Brown cuts back up inside. Cut off on the outside there. Good defense by the Tigers. Again, good job on the play. J.R. Thompson gets up, cuts that all off outside, and he's got to cut back inside. The Tigers do the rest of the work.
Good cutback, though. Running back doing a nice job. Demetrius Brown, a little bit like Jimmy Colbert there. He got pretty nice fake, took it back inside, just going with the flow, waited on a block, got the most out of it.
Motion back left to right here for Reynolds, and he'll pitch it to Brown back to the left side. Stephen Lee gets a hand on him. He spins inside, and then some help from the linebacking crew brings him down after about a 4-yard gain. Let's call it 5 as they spot the ball inside the 10 near the 8-yard line. So they'll bring up third down and around 2.5, 3 to go.
Durant's going to call a timeout with 30 seconds left, 32 seconds left in the first half. Durant's going to call a timeout and talk about it.
All right, we're coming close to the Mercy Memorial Health Center halftime show. As we have a timeout, we'll take one as well. 39-0. The Ardmore Tigers lead the Lions from Durant on Kickham Country.
It's been 40 years.
to Brown, and Brown going to wait some time and find himself a hole. Get up inside the 5-yard line. Nice run there, first and goal now for the Durant Lions. To about the 3-yard line at the Tigers' goal with 25 ticks on the clock here in the first half.
Demetrius Brown just lined up at tailback, took the pitch going left side, waited on his block really well, cut it inside, got it down inside the 5, and another timeout for Durant as they have burned their second timeout. 25 seconds left in the first half.
We'll go ahead and take another break. We're back after this. The Tigers lead at 39-0 just before the half on Kickham Country.
Have you heard?
To be part of Oklahoma healthcare, proud of our heritage and proud of our legacy of compassionate care. We are grateful to be part of God's work in Southern Oklahoma, and thank you for a half-century of support, trust, and loyalty.
We come back here live action already. That's wide out to the left. Well, that's Jeremy Brooks as they will set him down and go for 2 here in the PAT. Ryan Reynolds sets him down. Twins to the right side. Lone back beside him is Brown. Takes the snap, looks across the middle, and has a man in the end zone. So the PAT is good. Didn't catch the number of that fellow that caught the ball there. Looks like it's going to be Andrew Smith. That's who it is. So the touchdown and the PAT will leave us at 39-8 with 23 seconds remaining in the first half. The Ardmore Tigers lead the Durant Lions. You're listening to Tiger Football on Kickham Country.
With the price of gas higher.
Back at Noble Stadium, the Tigers lead at 39-8 with 23 seconds to play in the first half. The Lions put the score together to make it 39-8 here with just a few seconds remaining. They will line it up and kick it off left to right here. Joe Adams to do that. Back deep for the Tigers is going to be Jermaine Stubblefield. Earlier on when they got a chance for the first half kickoff, they kicked it short. They do it again right here. About the 24-yard line, the ball is going to be taken there. And not much running room. DeJuan Miles, the ball carrier. Not much running room whatsoever as he'll get it back to about the 35, 36-yard line. Out of bounds there in Tiger football.
Mike, really nice drive for Durant there to take it down for pride's sake there before the end of the first half. And we saw some nice plays from the quarterback, Ryan Reynolds, and the tailback, Demetrius Brown. A nice series as they just moved it methodically down the field and punched one in.
First and 10 for the Tigers. Lionel Jiminez will come out again as quarterback. 15 seconds. They'll take one snap here. I would assume it wouldn't be very explosive. It'll probably be just a kneel. But you never know. 39-8. That's the score. Tigers lead it. Jiminez takes the snap. Going to hand off the draw play up the middle there. That's Jimmy Colbert across the 45 to the 50. Runs over a player at the 40-yard line and gets to the 38, and that will be 8 seconds. So,
and Jimmy Colbert's going to have some impressive running statistics at halftime when we get the stats from Roger Morgan. He scored on the first play from scrimmage and just almost did the same thing right there. Just a little more traffic inside it on the hash marks.
8 ticks on the clock here before the Mercy Memorial Health Center halftime show. going to catch up with the senior Palms, Tigerettes tonight. Had a big lasagna dinner. A little fundraiser earlier this evening. First down and 10 for the Tigers. Ball at the 40-yard line, just inside the 40-yard line on the Durant side of the football field. But Durant's going to huddle up over there. Did they call a timeout?
Yes.
Did I miss a timeout? We'll keep it here with 8 seconds.
I don't think they signaled timeout, but it is a timeout.
Talk amongst yourselves. 39-0 in what has been pretty much the Ardmore Tigers spectacular running over the Durant Lions tonight. So, kind of suspected there'd be some games this year where the Tigers just couldn't do anything wrong. This will be one of them. There's several on the schedule next week. However, if the early guys, Dr. Farr of the of course of coachesaid.com predicts Shawnee will be pretty good this year. They've got a good quarterback, we know that. They've got a couple of wide receivers that also play in the secondary pretty good. Pretty fast guys, physical. So going up there always interesting.
The seniors on this year's club were sophomores when Shawnee beat Ardmore in the state semifinals. They want to avenge that hopefully last time they play them.
I think about 3,000 people sitting over here want to avenge that particular loss. And number 2 really does.
Yes.
Had a great second half in that ball game. Jiminez looks to throw now. Handed again off to Jimmy Colbert. I like that draw play a lot better. No, that's not Jimmy Colbert. Excuse me, Jermaine. Stubblefield doing a little running right there, and that's going to end our half. It is 39-8. The Ardmore Tigers overwhelming in the first half. We'll have some stats for you on the way. Also coming up, we'll have the senior spotlight. The Mercy Memorial Health Center halftime show is on the way at Kickham Country.
Toyota.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the pride of Ardmore marching band. Kayla and Charlie, is your band ready?
about to get underway. First half scoring summary for you at 11:49, just underway. The first play from line of scrimmage. Jimmy Colbert takes it 66 yards for the touchdown. Bryce Kelby kicks it through the uprights, and 11 seconds of play, it's already 7-0 in the contest. At 7:29 mark of the first quarter, Dante Miller gets a 15-yard pass from Lionel Jiminez, and Kelby kicks it through again, and 14-0 at that mark. 3:46 was Brian Booker's 22-yard pass from Jiminez, and Bryce Kelby again, his kick failed this time. 20-0 after that. The Ardmore Tigers scored at 11:53 just after the second quarter started. Brian Booker went 11 yards on a end-around run at made it 27-0 after Bryce Kelby split the uprights. Stubblefield, that's Jermaine at 8:10 to go in the half, scored on a 3-yard run. Bryce Kelby's kick failed to leave it at 33-0, and Todd Keith scored a 5-yard touchdown run at 4:52 of the first half. 39-0 after the block was kicked there, Bryce Kelby's block, and then 39-8 the way the game or the halftime ended. The Durant Lions scored on a Barret Shirey 3-yard run, and Jeremy Pass was good for Durant, 39-8, and that's where we are at halftime. That's your scoring update, halftime of the big ball game. 39-8 the score here at half.
Mike, I have a score of note that might be interesting to Ardmore Tiger fans out there. We remember last week we beat the Ada Cougars 46-19, something like that.
46-13.
I went blank.
I remember because I went blank after the game, and you guys reminded me enough. So
those same Ada Cougars tonight lead Carl Albert 9-0 at the half.
Oh boy,
good ball game. And should we thank Roger Morgan for the stats that we use each and every week? He works really hard over there. That's a tough job, and they are well organized. Much unlike this booth, they are really organized over there in that booth. And
he's got a tough job. That computer's blinking like a pinball machine with all the yards the Tigers are racking up tonight.
He's got the stats on the spot for us, and we appreciate it very much.
What have you heard? The Mercy Memorial Health Center halftime show continues. I could be out.
What have you heard?
Continues after this. We're going to take a timeout. We'll come back here. The second half kickoff coming your way. The Ardmore Tigers lead the Durant Lions. The score right now, 39-8. We're at halftime on Kickham Country 5. Welcome back here, Noble Stadium. Good-looking night tonight. 39-8, the Ardmore Tigers lead it at halftime. Good job. Hey, David, we ever throw out those Kickham Country Frisbees down there? Did you ever get those as cheerleaders?
No, we haven't. We'll have them do that right now.
Okay.
Somebody was supposed to have already done that back here. I'll have them do it.
Okay, I was just... I didn't see any flying. I was going to see if they could throw them up this high. 39-8 halftime. Mercy Memorial Health Center brings you the halftime. Also, our platinum sponsor this year, the Ardmore Tigers, brought to you by Mercy Memorial Health Center. We sure appreciate those guys and gals over there for all the great work that they do, and also helping us do some of the kind of slack-jawed work that we do.
Throw a couple of those Frisbees up here. We'll use them to fan with in the booth. It's about 90 degrees in here. Not that I'm complaining, though.
The air conditioning doesn't work very good in these little bitty booths with the great big fellows in here.
No kidding.
Is that what you're saying?
When you bring the bulk to the game that we're bringing.
Our average weight went up a lot this year when I joined the broadcast. 39-8. That the score here at halftime. So the average line for the Ardmore Tigers certainly above average tonight. They're playing quite well. The front guys who we want to talk about a little bit at halftime as well, because man, I'm telling you, the guys up front tonight have played their share. Tyler Pierce, big Tyler Pierce. What about 6'5", 270 pounds? He's a junior, and Tyler looks to be one of the stars for Ardmore here in the short and long future. The Kevin Andrews, enough said, 6'3", 200-pounder. Great-looking guard, probably one of the best defensive ends you're going to see. And the Hey, how's it going? All right.
He's excited.
I'm Stu. The Stu Hoffman at the snapping position. That means he hikes the football. He's a 5'11", 260-pound senior. Quentin Grant, young Q. He's actually Q, the intern of Kickham Country fame, if you'll know. 5'10", 200-pounder, a senior. And Big Tommy Fitzgerald, 6'3", 250-pound, 215-pound senior, and firing off the ball. Got a lot of play from Andy Mendoza. J.R. Thompson, Chris Odom get defensive play up front. And those guys up front, we don't talk enough about them. And I want to make sure that we get their names on the radio some and certainly appreciative of the way they play. They play hard and physical, and they are taking it to the Durant Lions just as they did the Ada Cougars last week. We've got the kickoff coming here to start the second half, 39-8. The Tigers certainly in control here at the halftime break. And again, the kickoff's brought to you each and every night here by Secondhand Sports Kickoff, each and every Friday night. I act like we do this every night, don't I? But we appreciate Secondhand Sports. Tonight, the Tigers kicking right to left here to start the second half. Of course, the Lions deferred in the early goings. They'll accept the football here. Moving left to right on your dial once they get the offense side of things going here tonight, the Durant Lions. Kind of wonder what the Tigers are going to do here with the kickoff, how they'll start the second half. Here's the kick. Kelby Price getting a good foot into it. Not much running room back there. It's kind of a short kick anyway. Tigers down covering quite well. In there on the coverage real quickly here is going to be Luane. Is that Luane Wren, 26 or 28? Who did I miss there? Coming off the field right there. Number 23, Bo Talley, also in there. We said Bo Talley's name a lot tonight on special teams.
That was Jeremy Brooks for Durant with the return. Took it right up the hash mark. Going to start from their own 25-yard line.
1st and 10 for Ryan Reynolds and the Lions. I-backs behind him as they'll set it down. Wide receiver to the right, tight to the left. Check that, tight end to the right side. I-backs again behind him. Whoop, missed
Fumble.
snap. The ball on the ground. I see the spot there, but I don't see anybody cheering about getting it, so the Lions must have recovered it. They did.
Starting defensive unit for the Tigers back on the field for this first possession after the score to end the half for Durant. Had a chance at a turnover. Have been no turnovers yet.
Very odd in a game as lopsided as this. There's not been a single turnover. It's very odd.
Storts and Sudbury sideline report with David Polk. David, help us out on that spotting of some of those guys tonight.
There was number 45 that lost the ball and then picked it up for Durant.
He recovered his own fumble?
He recovered his own fumble.
Barret Shirey. Okay, thank you, sir. That one up the middle. Couple of yards, maybe 3 on the carry. Well, they spotted where he got 4, so it's 3rd down 6.
And that was Matt Smith with the carry for Durant. And where is Demetrius Brown? Single-handedly took it to score almost.
He's sitting on the south end of the bench.
I'll say he's over there resting. I-backs behind him, and again, he'll hand it to the far left side there. Ryan Reynolds, the quarterback, hands it off to the first man that time. Not maybe a yard on the carry. 4th down at about 3 to go now. So they'll bring on the punting squad. That'll be Joe Adams back there to punt. Back deep for the Tigers, the speedster, that's Robbie Gordon.
Durant's
Is it Robert or Robbie?
Robert is what I've always heard, but
okay.
You can call him Robbie if you like.
Well, not if he doesn't like it. I don't want to do that.
They're a nice family. I don't think he'd be mad at you.
He's
but,
speedster,
Durant's thinking, put those other guys back in. It was more fun when those other guys
played. Here's the punt, and it's going to be a high, kind of wobbly duck spiral, and Robert takes it at the 45 to the 50, and Gordon across the midfield stripe to the 45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 in Lion territory for your Ardmore Tigers.
Boy, the field position for the Tigers has been incredible. Just about every possession has started on the Durant end of the field. And again, with this first possession of the second half, they're going to start around the 45-yard line.
Flag on the field at the 42-yard line of Ardmore.
Oh, that may mess
Looks like it
things
might
up.
be coming back.
So that will bring it
From the spot.
from the spot. So that's going to be where are they going to? They mark it off from the spot right there. So boy, it's going to be a long way from where the Tigers started and a lot deeper than they've started most of the night. It remains 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
think they must have riled Coach a little bit. They scored, so he brought the first team O back to start the third quarter.
So 1st and 10 at the 32 for the Tigers. Wide to the left. Miller. I'm going to do that right there for now. Wide out to the right. Big Jermaine Gresham. I-backs behind Jiminez. He sets him down. Lionel takes the snap, gives it off to the deep back. That's Colbert across the 35, 40, 45 midfield, striping down to the 46-yard line. And that's enough for a Tiger first down in Lion territory.
And how many yards did Jimmy Colbert have in the first half there, Brandon?
129.
Well, he's got about 25 more or so after that carry.
He had visions of scoring on the first play for Ardmore in both halves.
He did.
Scored the
Heisman watch.
66
Jimmy Colbert
to start the game.
Send out the postcards.
Adrian's out. It's Jimmy Colbert now. He's got a better line in front of him than Adrian's got right now.
Terrible.
Sorry about that.
That's true, but terrible. 39-8. 9 minutes, 30 seconds here in the third. Going to hand it off to the big back, the big rumbling, stumbling fullback, and he's going to. Hey, I tell you what, when he gets a chance to, he can run the football, can he? I'm telling you, he's a tough kid. Keith Todd gets not only enough for a first down, but he carries a couple of guys with him and whacks a couple on the way. Keith Todd, big run right there for the youngster.
He understands his role. He gets the ball and goes straight north and south. No jukes, no moves unnecessary, just straight up and down till they get him down.
He may be the only Tiger, sophomore Tiger, that starts. Is that right? On either side.
There's another question we don't know the answer to.
I believe that's true. Well,
thanks for throwing that out there.
Usually I already know it, but I ask it kind of keep things going, you know. Left side, this time again, it's going to be Jimmy Colbert outside and breaks it outside down to the 20. Another first down and about a, 15-yard pickup. That was a question, but rhetorical. See, is it rhetorical? Okay. First down, Tigers.
Tommy Fitzgerald just caving in that side of the line.
He is, and Jimmy Colbert, you said it last week, Brandon. I mean, he waits on his blocks. He's really patient, just kind of hovers back there, waits to see which way he needs to lean or he needs to go, and he's getting such a great push up front from the offensive line.
They'll line it up straight. I-backs behind him this time as Jiminez. Gresham wide to the right. Dante Miller wide to the left. Here's the snap. They'll hand it off to Colbert. He cuts up inside. Gets some room there as he runs through a couple and carries a few yards down to about the 10. They'll spot it just outside the 10-yard line. And that's about a yard shy of the first down.
When you have the whole package as a running back, that means that you can wait on your blocks, you have good vision, and you can make people miss. And right there, that play shouldn't have gone for anything. He made the first guy through a miss and ended up getting 9 yards when, in all likelihood, he should have had 9.
Well, I don't know how you defend the Tigers because, you know, if you start trying to stack things up, stop the run, they are so talented in the passing game. Lionel Jiminez is one of the best in the state at finding the open receiver, but it's got to be a nightmare for defensive coaches.
Stanton St. Clair and Austin Williams in at wide receiver.
I-backs. Whoop. Everybody jammed up right there. Jiminez just gets out from underneath center, and big fullback runs right into it.
Other than the missed extra points, that's been about the only bust of the night for the Tigers. First busted play. They had a busted play earlier, but they got positive yardage out of it.
Looked like Keith Todd that time thought it was fullback dive right, and he ran fullback dive left and ran right into Jiminez.
And Jiminez paid the price for that if Keith Todd hit him in stride. I'm telling you.
That'll bring up 3rd down and 4. And once again, the Tigers break the huddle. I-backs in the backfield. Short line to the left side. Shift right, if you will.
Delay of game.
Delay of game will back them up.
You know what? That's okay, though, because they're shortening this game, guys. We need those 8-9 minute drives every drive here.
I would also like that clock to run.
Well, it stopped now, but he did burn some clock there. Tigers will travel. We said that already to Shawnee. Next week they come home to play Duncan a couple of weeks. The people that didn't come out need to get out here and watch this team. This is a special football team.
Lionel Jiminez.
Because of that right there.
Dancing around back there in trouble. Now he's going to throw it down the field by himself in the end zone as Austin Williams.
Wow.
Touchdown, Tigers.
How good is that guy, though?
We got a flag.
Was he beyond the line of scrimmage?
Beyond the line of scrimmage.
It was either that or there's a lineman downfield.
But how unselfish is Lionel Jiminez? He's not looking to get it himself. He's looking to look down the field find somebody open to do what he can do to help his team.
Is that the call, David?
It was. It was. He was beyond the line of scrimmage, just a little further past it.
All right, we're having difficulty tonight with the Storts and Sudbury sideline report. Not difficulty with David necessarily, just the equipment tonight is really picking up a lot of other stuff.
Back to your point, Billy, Jiminez, when he broke free, he easily could have had the first down and possibly even the touchdown. But he saw Austin Williams, guy that doesn't get as much playing time when he's behind Jermaine Gresham, and Dante Miller wide open for what would have been a touchdown had he not already passed the line of scrimmage.
Well, and 9 guys out of 10 wouldn't have got out of that mess in the backfield to even get out there to look downfield.
High backs behind him after the backup. It's going to be 4th down and 12. Tigers is going to go for it here down on the 22. Jiminez is going to be pinned up back there, and going to be difficult this time. He doesn't get away from it. Last time ran for his life and got away from it, and then inadvertently throws it after he passes the line of scrimmage. So that'll turn the ball over on downs to the Durant Lions. A good positive for the Lions club. Gives their crowd something to cheer about here.
Yeah, and that's just, again, you know, Lionel Jiminez just trying to help his team just cross the line of scrimmage. One of those hustle kind of penalties that you really don't mind as a coach. And obviously when you're up 39-8, it doesn't hurt anyway. But Lionel Jiminez, you'll take that kind of penalty because the guy is looking down the field trying to make good things happen.
A lot of fun to watch Lionel play the QB position. He's very, you know, I think he's a very coachable young man. I think that's the whole deal. I mean, he just seems to me like the kind of guy that would be very coachable. And that makes a big difference sometimes. I-backs in the backfield. This time, going to be Reynolds handing off to the deep back and a couple of yards on the carry maybe. Gets up past the 30 to the 31-yard line. Marquise Booker in there on the stop along with DeJuan Miles. Getting up off the bottom right there is going to be Brian Booker. Mendoza also in there.
Durant's only star of the first half, Demetrius Brown, shoulder pads off, ice on the ankle. He's more than likely done for the evening.
Guess that answers that question. We wondered where he went.
They're going to hand it off to his protege, if you will. Not much running room there as the Tiger defense swarming tonight.
Well, look, the offensive line is all piled up on the running back there because the Tigers just collapsed on it, just threw everybody on top of the ball carrier.
That was Hunt Casey on the carry. Matt Smith in there at the tailback position. Hunt Casey, the fullback. 3rd down, 8 at the 31. I-backs behind him.
Look at it.
Takes the snap. He's going to be hammered down, and that's Brian Booker, unabated to the quarterback. Tackles him far. What? 8-yard loss right there.
And everybody saw that coming, but the quarterback, Ryan Reynolds, Brian Booker's going to win that race.
Spot him at the 20-yard line, so that's going to bring up a 4th down and about 21 to go.
Well, we're early in the season, but I'm going to tell you, when you look this sharp this early in the season, sometimes special things lie ahead. I think this team's got a ways to go. They're going to have a good year.
Here's the punt. Gordon, going to try to catch it. Slips through his fingers, but he falls on it quickly. Smart play there by Robert Gordon. Bring up a 1st down for the Tigers now after the punt. The ball at the 46-yard line in Lion territory, and that's where the Tigers will take it offensively.
Just keeping an eye. I think Ellis Knight going to come in and play quarterback on this possession for the Tigers. Looks like Jimmy Colbert out of the game. Jermaine Stubblefield will be in a tailback. But I'm telling you, that's no drop-off. When you put 34 in for 6, you're not losing a lot there.
Still got Keith Todd at the up-back position. He'll sit in the slot wide to the left. Fakes it there, and Ellis going to take it left side on the run now. Ellis Knight across the 40, up to the 44, 45-yard line. He'll get to the 47 before he is bumped out of bounds. And a nice running job there by Ellis Knight. Nice defensive play on the tackle there for the Hunt Casey of the Lions. But not before the Tigers get a huge first down.
Another good block, Jermaine Stubblefield in the backfield, because that was really a little bit of a busted play. The distance between the quarterback and the tailback was not what it should have been there. And still, Jermaine gets in there, gets a good solid block on the corner, and gives Ellis Knight room to run.
What you'll see from Ardmore when Ellis Knight in the game is a lot similar to what you see from the Texas Longhorns tomorrow night against Ohio State. a little bit of option out of the backfield where you fake to the running back and then the quarterback takes himself or he gives the ball up. Very tough to stop.
Ellis from the gun this time just takes it on the move to the right side. Ooh, going to be hammered right there after about a yard gain. Flag on the play over there. Ellis never did. He was rocking back and forth, and I'm afraid that could get you a flag right there.
This is David Pope territory. I don't
be motion.
I don't venture out on the calls.
Now, Dave?
I am working just a little bit down here. Just had a little bit of motion over there on that side. Actually, he was just on the right a little bit.
All right, thanks so much. And again, the Stort Sudbury sideline report. Very staticky tonight. Gonna have to get the engineers after that.
Yeah, the cicadas are back up out of the
Yeah.
As soon as the engineers get through driving the drain, they'll come fix that, right? 39-8, 4:05 to go here in the third quarter, and the Tigers have it second down. What is 9 3/4 to go? Again, Ellis Knight will call for the snap from the gun. Ellis, well, they're going to throw flags again.
One of the Lions jumped early, but did one of the Tigers draw him off sides out on that right end?
That's going to be the left defensive end over there. He jumped.
Thanks, David. I have to turn you down after you talk there. That for some reason we're getting interference. No flag on the play, but just interference up here.
Interference on David Polk.
Interference, David Polk.
That's a 5-yard penalty.
1st and 27. It'll be second down at about, 4 to go. Tigers have it at the 33-yard line. 3:39 to go in the third. I-backs behind Ellis this time underneath center. Going to hand off to the big guy and rumble, stumble, and drag some guys across a line with you, or several lines in that case. Nice job picking up the first down to the 20-yard line.
That was the first time we've seen Ellis Knight under center. He faked the handoff to big Keith Todd, took it himself, and drug about 5 Durant lines with him to get the first down.
Ellis Knight hard to bring down.
I think Ellis has grown since last year. A lot taller, a lot lankier than I remember from last season.
Good enough fake for me.
Listed 6'2", 170.
I-backs behind him. Ellis can take the snap, pitch out to the left side. This is Jermaine Stubblefield at the 20 into the 15, 10, 5, and gets inside to about the 3-yard line. Got a flag come flying in there from somewhere.
I'm afraid this one's coming back.
They're still discussing the flag. It's going to be holding against the Tigers.
Wow.
Had up front of that play just a little bit there, and Tommy Fitzgerald, I think, had a hold on it and opened it up for him for Stubblefield to get through.
Good job on the carry there, Jermaine Stubblefield. As we talked about before, quick back.
Well, what was a crisp, well-executed ball game has gotten a little sluggish here in the third quarter, is to be expected.
But the clock continues to run.
That's fine. Keep that clock rolling.
2:56 as it ticks in the third quarter. 39-8, the Tigers lead the Durant Lions. Ellis Knight remains in at quarterback. Todd Keith in the fullback position. Jermaine Stubblefield at the tailback. Ellis back to throw, and no, he's going to run now. Toss right there across. Stephen Lee catches a 15, 10, 5. Stephen Lee
Out of bounds.
out of bounds at the 1. Out of bounds at the 2.
Stephen got the cone, but I think he might have lunged from the 2-yard line, and that's where they're going to say he stepped out.
Stephen gabbing with the official a little bit, trying to get the benefit of the call.
That was a heck of an effort on his part, though. You see those NFL guys get that call.
Yeah, if it hits the pylon, it's in the end zone. That's what they say on Sunday every Sunday. I think I heard somebody say that before.
Nice escapability shown by Ellis Knight right there. The pocket totally collapsed when he found Stephen Lee over the middle.
Hit him with a little jump shot pass there, didn't he? Elevated pretty well on the jump shot.
15-footer from the elbow.
Ellis underneath center. I-backs behind him. Again, Keith Todd will hand it
That's same play.
off on the little pitch again. Stephen Lee, touchdown Tigers.
Same play we saw Jiminez and Booker connect with in the first half for a touchdown. Works again as Ardmore's got that one going for him, and Durant has yet to figure it out.
So that makes the score 45-8 with 2:26 to go in the third. We'll have to see exactly What's going on here? Kelby Price on to kick the PAT. Austin Williams, the holder. Keith Todd does the snapping. It's a good snap, a good kick. It's up and good. And that'll leave us at 46-8 with 2:26 remaining in the third quarter. We are back here. The Ardmore Tigers lead the Durant Lions. You're listening to Tiger Football on 97.7 Kick'em Country. Right back here, the Noble Stadium lit up, and we're having Friday night fun. 46-8. Now we get ready here for the Secondhand Sports kickoff. Tigers will kick right to left after their touchdown. We'll be picking up that easy shop scoring drive here in just a moment after the kick. Who's lining it up right there? We got a new kicker on. For the Ardmore Tigers, they're going to complete some kicking here.
Franco Guadarrama.
Guadarrama.
There you go.
I asked him how to say it the other day.
Guadarrama.
And we can never say it like he pronounces it, I promise
He
you.
says, I don't know, he rolls his tongue. Sounds really cool, though, I'll tell you that. Guadarrama kicks it down to the 17-yard line, and he is going to, the return is on. Franco in there on the tackle, is he not? It's at the 40-yard line. Quite a bit of bumping going on there, and the kicker just goes down and gets his head in the middle of all that.
Franco's just a sophomore, 6'4", 195, involved in that tackle.
Swear by the time he's a senior, we'll learn how to say his name.
Probably
How's
not.
that? Maybe not.
Probably not.
He said it, and I said Guadarrama, and he said close enough, and laughed at me. So
He said, that's good for you.
that's good for you.
Well, here we go. 2:17 left in the third.
We never roll our tongue in English. In English, you never have to do that, do you?
There's a reason.
I don't know.
We can't do that.
We're not born with that ability over here
You
on
don't
this side of the pond.
Yeah, you don't get a chance to have very many, like Billy Wallace.
It's hard to say
Can't roll
y'all
that.
and roll your tongue at the same
Billy
time.
Wallace.
First down to 10.
Ardmore's got the ball.
And this time it's going to be Jordan Gary in there taking the snaps. He'll take it, hand it off. About a 3-yard gain on the play for the Ardmore Tigers. And let me get the fella that's carrying the football for you. That's Andra Singleton. Is that right? Yeah. Stanton St. Clair also in there, wide receiver that time. And Jordan Gary, the junior, 6'3", 170-pound quarterback. Got a touchdown over at Ada last week.
Hello.
I think they
Somebody's
just figured
happy.
out. They just figured out where our microphone
Somebody
was.
found the
didn't they?
crowd, Mike.
I'll turn that down there then. This time left side, and on the carry is going to be Andra Singleton. Singleton going to get plenty of yardage there as he gets about, 4 yards on the carry. So Tigers now methodically just going to try to move it down the field. Again, J.R. Thompson in there. Let's get some of the players in, guys. If you help me out here a little bit. I didn't catch the entire front line there, but I know J.R. is out there. Also, is that 70?
76, Alan Benson.
Yeah, Alan Benson.
There's a name rings a bell.
Benson.
There's a good football name.
High backs in the backfield. Jordan Gary throws it down the field. Nice job on the touch there. A little quick look out to the wide receiver, and that's Austin Williams on the catch. That's close to a first down, but what are they going to be, about a yard shy?
Good job hanging in there, catching that thing, knowing that guy's going to come across and whack him as soon as he hauls it in.
Fourth down and short, about a yard, maybe yard and a half there for the Tigers, and of course they'll go for it with 39 seconds on the clock here in the third. They lead at 46-8, and a fourth down and short coming here. Jordan Gary underneath center, I-backs behind him. Quick pitch right side, and again on the carry is Singleton. Singleton gets it up for the first down to the 25-yard line. Well, they spotted short of the 25-yard line, but he just needed to get to the, 26, so.
Nice blocking there by number 57, Thomas Herndon. Toby Conway on the right side of the line was able to get that sweep enough for the first down. Tigers now at the Durant 26-yard line.
Andre Singleton looking pretty good. He's just a sophomore, 5'7", 150-pounder. Just kind of strolled outside, saw a seam, saw some daylight inside, took it quickly through the gap.
Put his head down and got the first down.
Got the first down.
Good run. Number 4, Keith Martin, also in the ball game.
That's the end of the third quarter here. 46-8 our score. The Ardmore Tigers lead the Durant Lions, and we're back after this on Kick 'em Country.
Hello.
And again, we have a 46-8 score as we get underway. The fourth and final quarter of play here at the Noble Stadium. The home opener has been very, very sweet to the Ardmore Tigers tonight. And again, the 46-8 score, the Durant Lions slipping back into their own territory here. The Tigers put on a drive here late in the third. Little swing pass right there from Jordan Carey. It's shy of Singleton. Beg your pardon?
They're going to say that was a backward pass, a lateral covered by Durant, but I believe he threw it forward. But doesn't matter when you're up 46-8. It's not a big deal.
They're just looking at behind the line of scrimmage and thinking there, aren't they? It's happened before. So the Durant Lions have it now at the 32-yard. When it's 46-8, it's hard to get too excited about anything.
I hate to ask a question that you might not know the answer to, but is that Ardmore's first turnover of the year?
I think you're right.
Could
I don't
be
remember
correct.
one. Don't remember one, but that doesn't.
Well, where's that one sheet of paper? And I'll tell you real quick.
Oh, right in the breadbasket there.
Nice little play there for the Lions. Enough for a first down.
Really paid the price when he got back into the Tiger secondary. 24 for the Tigers. Chance Arnicher, he packs a load when he brings it, I'm telling you. A couple of good hits in the first half.
Number 19, Brandon Boston in the game.
This time the right side play is going to go, not a lot. Just call it that.
Wesley Boone, number 48, in for the Tigers. Letting the reserves have some playing time. That's always nice to see.
So bring up a second down and about, 2 to go, 1.5 to go there for the Lions. Again, this is going to be Ryan Reynolds. He'll hand off to the back stand beside. No fake there, and Ryan will go the other way.
Another good open field tackle. Chance Arnicher wrapped him up. I think he's going to pick up the first down, but still a good open field tackle.
That's 2 for Take a Chance tonight.
Well, and a couple other good legs, too.
.51 to play, 46-8. The Lions again with a first down in Tiger territory now at the 45.5, let's call it. Ryan Reynolds sets him down. From the gun, he'll swing pass it out here, and that's going to be in and out of the hands of Josh Garner.
And that's a break for the Tigers as they got sucked inside. Good blocking out here. Just the execution was not good on the pass plays. It was too tall for the receiver, but they had the sideline there if they'd connected.
Defensively for the Tigers, Wesley Boone out there. Good move that time around the end is going to be
it's Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds.
Just a quarterback keeper, just rolled out to the left. Looked like he wanted to turn it up inside. Defensive end for the Tigers was there, so he broke it outside, got what he could. Pretty nice pickup. We've seen some effort out of that young quarterback tonight. He's taken some tough hits and still played a good ball game for them and trying to make something happen for the Durant Lions.
More often than not, he'd have probably had the angle right there, but Jermaine Stubblefield was in pursuit, and Jermaine won that battle.
Okay, help me with number 19. Who is he? That's what stymied me a minute ago.
Brandon Boston.
Brandon Boston?
Yes.
All right.
First down again for Durant, quarterback keeper. He's having a pretty good second half. In mop-up duty, Ryan Reynolds is against the second teamer from Ardmore.
First and 10. Inside the third, down to the 26 is where they'll spot the football. So Durant doing a good job moving it. Bo Talley checks into the ball game here for the Tigers. Chance Arnicher in there at the outside linebacker position. Whistles and flags before we get even close to getting started on the play. Brandon Spencer out there for the Tigers. Martin Maytubby out there for the Tigers. Lots of Tigers getting a chance to play tonight. I think maybe everybody's gotten to play, haven't they?
If not, there are very few that haven't seen the field.
A lot of sweaty jerseys over here on the sidelines. That's kind of the way you judge. If there's a lot of sweaty jerseys, then you know somebody's been.
The darker the red, the more the play for Ardmore.
Here's the snap, and Reynolds swings it out there to the right side, knocked away from Josh Garner. Good defense on the play there for the Tigers.
Cameron Swindell.
Good job. Second down now. Long way to go, about 15 to go here. Ball about the 30-yard line in Tiger territory. 31's where they'll leave it spotted.
I'll ask you guys a question you probably don't know the answer to. Who's Shawnee playing tonight?
Stillwater and Stillwater.
At Stillwater.
David Polk wins the prize.
They called the station earlier and said they were going to call and find out our score. I'll be happy to report that.
Nice to know they're thinking about us.
Yeah, that's right. Ryan Reynolds to the right side. And I'm going to hate for him to have to see that on film this week because Josh Garner was wide open out there. And that's one of those scoring a touchdowns before you get the ball with you because it was about as good a throw as you could get.
He was definitely lonely in the northeast corner of the field. Got to thinking about the glory that came with scoring a touchdown and dropped it.
But you know, Christmas gifting between those two this year. That was a touchdown pass for Ryan Reynolds, who has
great throw from
worked his hiney off tonight.
Been in those deals, you know, where the secondary coach goes, no, don't come to the huddle. Stay out there this play. Right side, this is Reynolds, and he's on the move, throwing it again that way, and it's going to be Austin Williams on the coverage down there. The intended receiver, well, intended, but not even close to where the ball was thrown anyway.
Austin says you had your shot a while ago. We're not going to
do this again.
Ryan Reynolds has lost confidence. Josh Garner, he was wide open down the Tiger sideline. I don't even think he even thought about throwing it to him that time.
I think that was Casey Kellum on the receiving end of that, or intended receiving end of that. Fourth down, a long way to go, about 15. Ball still right at the 31-yard line in Tiger territory. Grant really missing a pretty good chance right here to put some more points on the board. 46-8 now. The Tigers lead it.
Well, they missed a really good one a couple of plays ago.
That's right. Yeah, that was a touchdown, wasn't it? In any other day. Reynolds is running now. Good job on the run down there by Chance Arnicher, but Reynolds gets away from him. Now throws it clear down the field.
And drop.
And in and out of the hands this time, it's Jeremy Brooks. So that's going to be tough on you right there. A couple of those Teflon hand things going on, just clang-a-rang, and then, you know, it's fourth down and you're going to give the ball up on down.
Ryan Reynolds avoids the pursuit, makes 3 or 4 Tigers miss, buys himself some time, throws a 45-yard dart to a wide-open receiver, and it's dropped again. This kid's played his heart out, just doesn't have anything to show for it.
Had some great blocks by linemen, too, there to get him out on the left side of the field to have him wide open. And that's just kind of the life of a Durant line right now. Those guys work really hard, but the talent there, they're just a little shy there sometimes. Some of the things they're doing, but they got a lot of heart.
First down 10 for the Tigers. Trying to get everybody involved out here. Jordan Gary going to pitch the ball left this time and moving with it. There's Jermaine Stubblefield, and Jermaine keeps on moving, but we got a yellow flag down there on the field at the 30. So that will pull it back.
Jermaine had, probably 50, 60 yards of offense callback last week.
Yes.
Every time he has a good play, a good run around the end, you look back, there's a hanky on the field.
He won't be taking the line to a buffet this week.
Actually, I think Fuller may have gotten out ahead of him just a little bit and had a little bit of a block there that didn't help on that one. One of the wideouts coming back in to kind of spring him just a little bit and had a little bit of an illegal block. 46-8, 9:18 remaining in the contest, and the
Tigers going to be backed up there. It'll bring up they still have first down, but from the 20 to the 41-yard line, so first and 21. I-backs behind him. Jordan Gary going to set him down. This time he'll throw it out wide to the left side, and nice job on the receiving end of it. It's Chris Wright. Chris Wright breaks a tackle and keeps the guy going with him all the way down to the midfield stripe as he's knocked out of bounds there. Nice run after catch for Chris Wright, the junior. About 6'4". Boy, they got a lot of receivers that are going 6'4" and stuff and have soft hands. I mean, the Tigers are loaded.
In a generic situation there, Tigers just in the I formation. Little easy toss to the tight end. He just broke free.
Tiger bench really enjoyed that when they saw the two stiff arms right laid out, and Gresham and Jiminez were on the field to greet him after he fell down at about midfield.
Again, Jordan Gary brings him out of the huddle. He'll set him down wide to each side, and I-backs behind him. Gary, got flag on the field.
They're going to call
encroachment.
They're going to call encroachment then on the linebacker who stepped across the line of scrimmage.
All right, the Storton Sudbury sideline report brought to you by Dr. Storton and Dr. Studbury's Family Practice. I watched them do that Zoom treatment on Terry Bell the other day. You know, they make your teeth white and pretty.
Can I ask why? why you would go to watch that?
Well, we kind of broadcast it on the air. And
oh, really?
It was
play-by-play.
It was interesting.
I didn't hear that.
Terry doesn't look good with his mouth all spread open, though. I'll tell you that. You can see a picture of it on the KICM.com. If you want to do it sometime away from a meal. First and 5 to go at the 45 here. The Tigers again. Jordan Gary going to pitch it to the left side. And who'd you tell me that was?
Brandon Boston.
And then why don't I have him on my roster? Why do you have him on your roster?
Excellent question.
He's got the double super roster. You just got the radio guy roster.
I got the, hey, we really don't like this guy roster, so get down 5. And the
45-yard line. The secret's out as to our crowd mic location.
Exactly. I'm just enjoying what they're saying, you know.
Let's just prop them up and
let
go
them
on home.
Second down, 5. 45-yard line in Lion territory. Jordan Gary again, the quarterback. He'll take the snap, hand it off to the deep back, and a rough and tumbling couple of yards coming here for the Ardmore Tigers. Nice job by the Durant Lions closing there. Again on Brandon Boston. Brandon's a senior, 5'10", 170 pounder. Back to it now. Tigers.
In case you're wondering, 7:08 remaining in the ball game.
Tigers will break the huddle. You do have to give kudos to the Tiger fans because they hung around here no matter what the score was for quite a while. I-backs in the backfield. Back to throw, Gary. Jordan across the middle. Throws a strike to Lawrence Douglas, and that, is that a first down? Yes, 39-yard line. It just needed the 40 to get it. That'll be first and 10 for the Ardmore Tigers. On the move.
Next home game for the Tigers will be a district game against the Duncan Demons with Coach Jim Holloway with some Ardmore ties. We'll bring the Deacons. We said that before, didn't we?
Yes,
I think we did that one other year.
I think I got a letter written
when
to one of
Duncan
us.
comes to town, there is no reason that the stadium shouldn't be full because that's going to be a big ball game, and Ardmore's a lot of fun to watch.
They'll bring a lot of people. I guarantee you that.
A much improved Duncan team.
Now, what do we call them?
The Dinkin Dummins. I did that in basketball and received many congratulatory remarks from the Duncan fans. So Joe Adams in there on the tackleization right there, and nice job once again. Brandon Boston getting some carries right here. Second down, just about a yard carry on that one. Second down, 9.
We've had some problems with Chickasha too, saying that too many times on the air.
Chickasha fighting chicks.
Getting things out of order.
Chickasha fighting chicks. Wide to the left, sets Cody Keaton. Jordan Gary looks both ways. He'll set him down there. I-backs behind him. Hands off to the deep back again, and that's Boston. And Boston, woo.
He got turned around.
Creamed.
Line of scrimmage, big 61 there. That's David Williams. Turned him around and sent him back north.
Telling you.
So don't bring that in here.
The Durant defensive line, still a bunch of starters in there. I think they're a little bit fed up with the situation right now. They're taking it out on the Ardmore reserves. Little extracurricular activities there after the ball was down.
3rd down and 9 to go. 39-yard line is where the spot of the football. That's what the... but if you look at it out there, it's actually the 37. So
Durant coach got to be happy, though. They're playing hard out there. Got in a hole early and really couldn't dig their way out, but they have not given up. Still playing hard.
I-backs behind Jordan Gary again. Oh, mishandled of the snap there, but he picks it up and still keeps the line of scrimmage intact there for the Tigers.
That would be a great understatement if they got behind early. It was 7-0 with 11 seconds gone at the end of the first play. So
this is true.
Ardmore started quick. You know, Billy, you're really right. When the Demons get to town, we should really pack the stadium. You got a guy.
Should not be an empty seat.
You got a guy in Jermaine Gresham that's really special as a future D1 player that you ought to come get a look at him before the season's over. And Duncan gave him a big, great game to do it.
Splitbacks behind Gary this time, and Jordan will set him down. Wide receiver to the left, wide receiver out to the right. Gary back to throw. Will win traffic, and the ball pops loose there. Almost gets the Oski. Nick Brooks is the junior Durant Lion there. It's in and out of his hands. So the 4th down play will bring up a Durant first down now as the ball's turned over on downs.
As good as Gresham is, he has plenty of help with Jiminez at quarterback, Jimmy Colbert, Dante Miller. I mean, there's just skill at every single position on both sides of the ball for Ardmore, and there really is no excuse to come out and see a team this good because they are a ton of fun to watch. Is this 2 weeks in a row with 46 points on the board for Ardmore?
Yes, sir.
Yep, they're averaging 46, I'd say.
That's pretty good. Brandon Spencer.
Is that your math degree at work?
Out there.
And, you know, you also have to give credit to the offensive line. We said it a lot tonight. We don't often say it enough, probably, but the offensive line is what makes it all work. So you can't get the ball to those guys if they're not doing what they're supposed to do.
Chance Arnicher likes to play this game. And he likes to play the defensive side of it, and he makes a big tackle right there.
David, did you want to vote for your favorite part of the team? Go ahead.
I'm just happy to be here tonight, guys.
I'm just happy.
I really
That reception's a whole lot better.
It really is when you're standing in the booth, isn't it?
It's working good.
I really enjoy what our defensive backs have done the last 2 weeks and kind of shutting down the teams. And even though they had a couple guys get back there late, we've got a good core of solid defensive backs that get up and make a lot of tackles along the line of scrimmage. And that will be important next week, our defensive backs, as they go play Shawnee, which has got a very talented quarterback in Tucker Brown.
4 minutes to play in this one, 46-8 the score. Durant Lions have it 1st and 5 at the 38. Well, what do we got, a timeout on the field? The Ardmore Tigers take a timeout with 3:57 remaining. 46-8, we'll be back here. The Tigers lead it. You're listening to Tiger Football on Kickham Country.
MT
Business, and it's good for Oklahoma. Southern Oklahoma Technology Center. Real experience for the real world.
And they come out and throw the thing 1st down and 5 and throw the thing way down the field. It's going to be incomplete. Nice defensive effort for the Tigers.
Montre Washington broke that up. Reynolds looking deep again, but Washington was there, played the ball well. Kept it right out of the end zone.
3:46 on the clock here as the clock is stopped after the incompletion. Tigers lead at 46-8 here. And I-backs behind him. Reynolds will set him down. Hands it off to the big fullback, and rumbling, stumbling there. Breaks one tackle.
Fumble.
Ball loose, and it'll be recovered by... Ardmore Tigers think they have it. Durant Lions think they have it. The officials think the Ardmore Tigers have it, and so we'll give it to them.
It's been that kind of night for Durant. They get a receiver wide open twice. Both of them drop the ball. Their fullback makes a great run, breaks 2 or 3 tackles, and then fumbles.
And who came up with that ball? Was that 35 with it, Montre Washington with the recovery? He got some congratulations as he came off.
Pardon me. 3:33 and the clock ticking now, mercifully. 46-8, the Tigers with the lead and with the football now after the fumble recovery.
Is that the wind sweeping
First
down the
and 10.
plains?
No. It is not. Jordan Gary in there, and he's going to hand it off this time to the Andre Singleton.
I like Andre.
Andre is a good runner, I'll tell you that.
He's got good balance, too. He's hard to knock off his feet.
Low center of gravity. Unfortunately, he ran out of bounds.
Second down. After the 3-yard pickup, it'll be second down and 7 there, just across the midfield stripe into Lion territory now for the Tigers.
.302. 46-8. I had to let that slip that Ardmore scored 46 last week and 46 this week. Consistent unit this year for the Tigers.
Well, you know what they're going to say. The Tigers defense improved by a few. The offense just stayed the same this week.
Well, last week, that second score, well, really the first score was a busted play, a busted coverage. Give up a 76-yard touchdown pass in the first half and then a late touchdown against the reserves. So Tiger starters on defense have not given up anything but the one touchdown pass.
Well, it's a pretty impressive unit. You compare it to the unit 2 years ago, the outstanding 2003 defense, and speed-wise, they're every bit as comparable to that group, and they were as good as we've seen here, at least since the last state title team of 1992.
40, what doesn't seem like that long when you say it like that? 1992 seems like a long time ago, doesn't it?
I was only 10.
How old were you, Billy?
I think I was 30, man. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it.
No
really.
comment, no kidding. Down and about, 13 to go.
Actually, it might have been 40 then.
He was 10.
Let me rethink that.
We call you Young Brendan from now on. 46-8.
Hey, go by and see Delkey Godwin tomorrow. Buy some barbecue, support the Hurricane Katrina victims. He's at the Comet Cleaners in the Homeland parking lot tomorrow from 11 to 4. Just before the OU football game, get some barbecue, take it home, watch TV all afternoon. That's what I'm going to do.
Barbecue and football, I can't beat it.
You're making me hungry doing that. I want to deliver some tonight. Delkey to bring us up some.
Delkey's a football supporter, but had a great basketball player, a couple of basketball players in his family that helped the program, certainly. And now he's trying to help the victims of Hurricane Katrina.
4th down, 13.
Ryan was his son, correct?
Yes.
Started at point guard for Teddy Yance as a freshman.
I called him Little Big Man from the freshman year on.
Never forget that three-pointer against McAllister at Lloyd Noble Center.
In the face of Kansas basketball player Jeremy Cage.
First time I've ever seen Mike come to tears from.
I did cry at the end of that
I'm telling you,
ball
the drama of that game was incredible. That was a great ball game.
I was so choked up. I mean, I'm an emotional person, but I couldn't even talk at the end of it.
That was a special ball game.
We came out on the wrong end of the state finals that year, but the game against Booker T was as good a high school basketball game as I've ever seen anywhere.
That was a fun year.
81-78.
Now back to football. 2:12 left.
That's almost a basketball score here on one side. 46-8 to score. The Ardmore Tigers suffering a penalty there. An infraction, if you will, makes it 4th down and 18 now.
Quick kick.
Quick hit. Jordan Gary's going to get quick hit right there. They touch the football, or that'd be roughing the kicker, wouldn't it? Little boy, you don't see that very often anymore, and I like to reminisce when I see that. Nice job. They just get through there and block it, so Durant will take it over at the 40.
I think Jordan kicked number 12, Chris Thompson, for Durant more than he kicked the football that time, but that's okay.
Jordan doing a good job this season. You know, he goes through all the injuries and stuff like that, and then coming on and being able to play some in these first couple of ball games got to be a great confidence builder for him. 46-8, the Tigers behind are ahead. The Durant Lions behind, now trying to just throw it down the field. They're going to. Nice job that time. Reynolds across the middle hits Josh Garner, and the Lions score from the 40.
Well, again, Durant not throwing in the towel. They're still out there playing, and you really have to feel good for their quarterback, Ryan Reynolds. He had a wide open touchdown dropped earlier. That time hit the receiver on the post pattern. Am I on?
I was just turning up David to
on
see
the
if I
post
can
pattern. Perfect throw, perfect catch. That time the execution was perfect for Durant, and they have not thrown in the towel. They're playing for some pride out there.
Hey, David, if you can hear me, just, hey, come upstairs here and get that sideline mic. It's a wireless, too, and you can use it. It's pinned up here to the side somewhere.
Two-point conversion to the right side.
Reynolds takes it himself on the little bootleg, gets inside the pylon, and they get 46-16 at Ardmore defense. What's happened to them?
Minute 50 to play, and we're back after this. The Tigers lead it again, 46-16 over the Durant Lions. You're listening to Ardmore Tiger football on 97.7 Kick-'em Country.
Welcome back to Noble Stadium. The Ardmore Tigers with the lead 46-16, 150 remaining in the contest. Billy Wallace with Brandon Martin. And Brandon, the Durant Lions took it down and punched it in. A long pass play, post pattern right down the center of the field to burn the Tiger defense for a late score.
They took advantage of a block kick, quick kick from Jordan Gary and took one play. Ryan Reynolds connected with Josh Garner this time. He had dropped a sure touchdown pass earlier. This time his hands were true, and he scored for Durant.
Little pooch kick over on the right side for the Tigers, hauled in by Stanton St. Clair. Came around the corner and looked like he had some business to do there. Going to get a late penalty flag there, and Mike Laird has rejoined us. Mike.
Billy, we've got a final.
Go ahead, you're on.
Okay. Ada defeated Carl Albert tonight 16-0. So that makes that win over Ada last week loom even more impressive for the Ardmore Tigers. We're telling you, everybody out there, if you haven't seen this team yet, they're very, very, very good.
You got to come check them out. No kidding. All right, let's sit it down to the Storts and Sudbury sideline report. See how that's working, Dave. Oh, he's not there. He's underneath. He's underneath concrete.
Some nights are just a struggle for the broadcast team, aren't they?
Days are diamonds. First and 10 to 40-yard line.
But this
whatever you do, don't sing ever again. The ball is at the 40-yard line, and again, Jordan will take the snap. That's Jordan Gary, if you will, left side. On the move is nice job right there. Good running. Again, Singleton. Billy, you like him? I do too. Taking that. Ooh, man,
who was the little guy for Kansas State a couple years ago? Sproles. That's who he kind of reminds me of. Built a lot like Sproles. Got outside. Hard to knock off his feet. Got that.
Good balance, low center of gravity.
Exactly. Hard to get a good lick in on.
Turns the
compact little body.
And they break the huddle again. Second down and just shy about a half inch or so.
And he's only a sophomore, Billy.
Tigers got a lot of talented young guys that we've gotten a chance to see a lot in the last couple of weeks. That can only help them down the road, too, getting this kind of experience early in the season.
There's Singleton again right up the middle and picking up some big yardage there. So
Singleton can turn the corner, make the corner, has the speed to do that, but he's also very good north and south runners. We saw there, picked up a quick 7 or 8 yards, just popped through the hole, took advantage of it. First down again for Ardmore.
30. Oh, excuse me.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, 35
this is your
seconds.
show.
I was just going to say it's 35 seconds and ticking now. First and 10 Ardmore.
I was just going to say we have seen a lot of running backs. We've seen 3 pretty solid quarterbacks for the Tigers tonight. I was impressed with Ellis Knight. First chance to see him play quarterback, and kind of has that option play down, doesn't he?
He does.
He gives you some threats that other guys don't. I'll tell you that. Gary underneath center again. Jordan takes a snap, and he's going to give it off to Singleton. Singleton fires up in the hole across the 40 to the 35 and inside the 35 to the 31 before they can bring him down. Doing that is Brian Robinson.
Stanton St. Clair downfield blocking. You like to see your receivers down there throwing their helmet around.
That's going to count it down to 3, 2, and 1, and we are final. The Ardmore Tigers defeat the Durant Lions tonight. The final score, 46-16. We will be back here. On the way, not only do we have your Bill Parker New York Live postgame talk with Coach Mike Lloyd, we will also have the Carter County Dodge 5-star dealer star of the game. That's all up and coming here. Again, the final score, 46-16 on Kick 'em Country.
here to Noble Stadium, and the Ardmore Tigers finish off a 46-16 game against the Durant Lions tonight. Nice job for the Tigers, their second week in a row to score 46, and holding the other team to really points that are late in the second half, late in the first half. And really, nothing taken away from the Durant Lions. Just, they struggle a little bit with the Tigers tonight. The Tigers defense is very fast this year, and as Brandon told you just a little bit ago, with the Ada Cougars taking it to Carl Albert, there's just a different story around that, and what the Durant Lions may very well be like too. Just going to tell you that the Ardmore Tigers are a very good team this year. Again, the final score 46-16. We're going to take a break, and we'll come back here. And again, on the post-game show today, we're going to have the Carter County Dodge 5-star dealer star of the game. And then Mr. Bill Parker, New York Life, will give us the post-game talk with Coach Mike Lloyd with David Polk on the field. We'll be doing that in just a moment. But we'll take another post-game timeout. We're back here. The Tigers win at 46-16. You're listening to 97.7 Kick'em Country. And welcome back here to the not-so-quiet Noble Stadium. Ardmore Tigers win at 46-16, the final score. It's time to check with the Carter County Dodge 5-star dealers, star of the game panel. And what have they brung us? Brendan.
They brought us Jimmy Colbert.
Okay.
11 carries for 175 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Wow.
One touchdown.
One touchdown. A long one, though.
But a very important one, the first touchdown.
First play of the game.
We'll go down to the field with David Polk, and the Carter County Dodge 5-star dealer star of the game is Jimmy Colbert. David?
Great game you had. I mean, you worked hard. You did some things you needed to do. 11 carries, 175 yards. The big one, the first play of the game, 66 yards. It was a good night.
It was. We came out here and played hard. We prepared for them this week. Prepared for them good, and great blocks on that one play. I went untouched, so just came out here and did what we had to do.
That's an exciting and fun thing when you get out on the outside like that. Look up and you got blockers down the field and they're doing things for you, and it's almost how quick can I get to the end zone.
Yes, it is. They've been doing it all year. There's only 2 games, but they've been doing it the last 2 games. Dante Miller and Jermaine Stubblefield on the outside, they always block good. So when I see daylight, I just take it.
It's a lot of fun for a back to not get hit and to score, isn't that right?
Yeah, it is, especially 60 yards. Untouched. It's hard, but yeah. Great blocking.
It was a good game, Jimmy. We look forward to seeing you next week at Shawnee and the things you guys are going to do there. And again, you hit on it. The team's an important thing, and you guys have been playing like that so far.
Yes, we have. It's been preparing good coaching, good. Come out here and perform, and put it together for us.
It's a lot of fun. Guys, back up to you. Jimmy Colbert down here, the player of the game, star of the game, 5-star star of the game for the Chrysler folks here in town. Good night, guys.
Thanks.
All right, again, the Carter County Dodge 5-star dealer star of the game there is Jimmy Colbert, and we will check. We'll check now. Let's get back down to the surface here, David. The Bill Parker New York Live post-game talk with Coach Mike Lloyd. David?
Coach Lloyd, a great night tonight. I know it's a Durant team, but you can't overlook those teams, and a lot of good preparation, Coach, for a bunch of young players tonight to get to play.
Well, I thought our kids came out the first quarter. We did some no huddle. I thought they executed that, fairly well, and I was kind of concerned beginning of the game, and when we came out in pregame, I said it's time to put Ada behind us, and I thought our kids took care of business. I mean, it's a good way to start. Jimmy jumped out and went 60-some yards, I believe, and I thought our kids on both sides of the ball did another excellent job. But, again, you don't want to take a step backwards. I think a lot of our kids are looking forward to Shawnee, but, we had to take care of this one first, and we wanted to improve, and I thought we did that, and everybody got in the game, and that'll help you later on down the road.
Well, it's a lot of fun, Coach, to watch when you see and you know that you've game planned and you've done the things you need to do in the first play from scrimmage. You do have a kid get out and get 66 yards, the blocking, the execution. Really, the whole first half tonight, it was a flawless game.
Well, I thought so, and I was proud because that's the first time in the game, we've been working on it for 3 or 4 weeks, that we let them line up in formation. We'd call the play from the sideline, kind of see how they lined up, and I thought our kids executed that extremely well, so you got to be excited. That gives Shawnee something else to work on, and we do that from time to time, put a new wrinkle in, but I know our kids are looking forward to the Shawnee game. It's always been a big game, and, I'm just glad we came out and took care of business, and, it's always enjoyable to let some of those other kids get a chance to play on Friday nights, and that helps your program. So we had fun, and like I said, this is a good group of kids to be around. They're fun to be around every day, and they came out and they competed and took care of business.
But the second night, Coach, that the Ardmore Tigers have come out and scored 46 points. Last week, of course, against what folks thought was a decent Ada team, a good Ada team. And I don't know if you know this yet, but Ada beat Carl Albert tonight 16 to nothing, which I kind of think shows how really talented our Ardmore Tiger team is when Ada comes back and does that to Carl Albert.
Well, you and I know. I mean, you cannot play better in a first game. You go out with 0 turnovers. You got a kid starting his first game at quarterback, throws for 270 yards, 5 touchdowns. Doesn't make any mistakes. We don't turn the ball over. We played great field position, did a great job on our special teams. And I knew Ada was a good team, and you and I know that. But our kids played exceptionally well, and our defense, they gave us 28 points on turnovers. Gave us field position, and we took advantage of that. Now, I mean, we've got a chance to have an excellent football team. A lot of people don't know that. We've kind of been going underneath the radar, but we've got a senior group that's worked awfully hard for 4 years, and they're a special group of kids, and they're fun to be around.
You get to rest tonight, Coach, tomorrow a little bit, and then you start prepping for Shawnee on Sunday. It'll be a good game to go to Shawnee and hopefully take it to the Wolves.
Well, we're looking forward to that. We like playing against Shawnee, and our kids play well on the road, and I guarantee they're excited about the matchup, and we'll see what happens, but we're excited about it.
Congratulations, Coach. 2-0. Again, 46 points the Ardmore Tigers score tonight, and Billy, you've got it right. We're averaging 46 points. Up to you.
Even I can figure that. That's hey, and you might tell the coach when you run into him later, David, that we're telling everybody how good the Tigers are. So we're getting the word out there for him.
No doubt. I'll tell him.
All right, and you can check out, again, Mike Lloyd tomorrow morning, the Kick 'em Country Coaches Show at the Prairie Kitchen, brought to you by Southern Financial and Mike Kellogg Chevrolet in Davis. And again, that's from 8:30 till 9:30 in the morning right here on 97.7. The Bill Parker New York Live post-game talk with Coach Mike Lloyd, and we appreciate that. We'll be back in 1 minute to wrap this thing up at Noble Stadium. The Tigers again with the big victory over Durant, 46-16, the final score. We're back after this. 97.7 is Kick 'em Country. We'll take the snap and give it off to Jimmy Colbert, right side. Breaks through the hole at the 40, 35, 40, 45. He's at midfield to the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Tigers. All right, the very first play from the line of scrimmage tonight, and the Ardmore Tigers take it to them quickly. 11 seconds into the game, already 7-0 after Mr. Kelby Price kicks it through the uprights, and that's the way the Tigers got started tonight, and with a final score of 46-16, and that's going to wrap it up from Noble Stadium tonight. Again, the Tigers 2-0 on the season, head to Shawnee next Friday night. We'll be there with you. Will we? Brandon will be there.
I'll be there.
Okay, I want to make sure. Billy will be there.
We'll find a convenient restaurant. We always do that when we go up that way. So.
And I guarantee you David will be there, even though he's now out of mind. Again, the final score tonight, 46-16. We appreciate all the fine sponsors of tonight's broadcast, and we will check you out tomorrow morning when the Coaches Show gets underway at the Prairie Kitchen, brought to you by Mike Kellogg Chevrolet and Southern Financial Group. We'll be there in the morning. You be there, too, 8:30 to 9:30, talking to all the area coaches. A lot of great things happening tonight to talk about. Can't wait to get that done, so we're going to get out of here tonight. For David Polk on the sideline with the Storch and Sudbury sideline report, Brendan Martin, our new lucky stat guy. I'm going to just start calling you that.
Well, I appreciate it.
He was 10 the last time the Tigers won the state championship.
It's too long.
Not that many years ago. Now he's 14, and maybe they'll win it again. Anyway, the Ardmore Tigers doing great. Thanks a lot, Billy Wallace. We appreciate it, and we will see you again tomorrow morning, and we'll see you next Friday from Shawnee. For who is here? Billy, David, Brandon, I'm Mike Laird. Good night, big guy.
Ardmore Tiger football has been brought to you by